The old world calls. Torn apart by the greedy, weakened and exposed, forever on the defense. But no longer.
Welcome to the stream, my friends. Hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be a new format here on the channel, more or less. I mean, obviously, it's still a best of 5 format, but it is going to be taking place under the circumstances of a Swiss league. So pretty cool stuff. So it is going to be replays of best of 5 showdowns that took place in the league that I thought were especially fun to watch and illuminating of some cool tactics. And on top of that, at the end of the stream, we'll be having some free-for-alls to close things out. Just some good old fun stuff. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. So a couple people are asking what exactly is a Swiss league. So basically, pretty much every tournament you see for the most part in the community, especially in mine, is basically, you know, a player plays a game, they win, they advance, they lose, they're eliminated from the tournament outright. They're done for. You're not going to be seeing them in later rounds. Now, a Swiss league is something very different. Essentially, you'll have, you know, let's say 120 players. over the course of 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how long you want to have it. Each player will play games every single week. So even if you lose your first week or your second week, you keep going all the way through. Then the winners at the end are determined by who has the best overall record. So it's a very different format, but what's cool is if you're like a newer player, for example, you don't just get eliminated in the first round. You get the opportunity to play for 6 weeks of competition. And obviously, as the weeks do go, the players are going to be playing people who have the same records as them. So the first week can have some really lopsided matchups with newer player and more advanced players. But as the weeks go on, it matches you against players of your skill level who are winning the same amount of games as you and losing the same amount, etc., etc. And that's how it goes. So I will show you guys the Swiss League details as soon as the stream is like towards the end, because if I show you the page right now, it'll show you the results of the games I'm about to show you. So we'll do it. We'll do it to it. So I'm going to get this first game loaded up. It's going to be a best of 5 between Wicked D and Iron General. It was an amazing series, and we'll get this party started in just a moment. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. The holidays are upon us. Hopefully that explanation of the Swiss League kind of clears things up. First game, though, is going to be Wicked on Greenskins facing off against Iron General on Skaven. Now, this is one that I haven't really been able to win as Greenskins, so I'm quite curious about how the Greenskins are going to take this approach here. Will we have some Palpatine Dark Schemes? 100% show. 100%. Also, what's really fun about this league is I can play in it, because it's only one best of 5 per week, and you don't really have to go for 7 or 8 hours in a row, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, the games are pre-recorded. They're already done. So we'll go ahead and pause this and get loaded into the first match here. Here we go. Flash Journey, Battle Scorecards. Looks good. Hey, thank you for the donation, Plessy. All Magic users are Wazuks. Yeah, it would seem so. Certainly a fair prediction coming from the Dwarves. So here we have Wicked D on the Greenskin. So he's going to be using Grom the Paunch, facing off against the Skaven, who are coming in with a very strange build. I mean, there's a couple elements of this build that are very standard against Greenskins. You have the Plague Priest, you have Throt, who's obviously always pretty good, Rat Ogres, but something that's really, really wild here is going to be the Warpfire Throwers. So it looks like in total he's got 2 of these bad boys, which, excuse me, got in my throat, which on paper, you think might be pretty good against Greenskins, right? They do magic damage, really good against light armor, great at roasting goblins and trolls and savage orcs and things like that, but they're pretty hard to protect, and they do also really suffer from line of sight issues. I think if Creative Assembly buffed the line of sight problems with like flamethrower type units, we'd be seeing Iron Drakes and Warpfire Throwers quite often. But, that being the case, I don't think it's going to be as common. So again, it's going to be Wicked on the Greenskins and Iron General on the Skaven. Wicked going with the triple Stone Troll build, coming in with Grom the Paunch and a Giant River Troll Hag and a massive flanking core of Forest Goblin Spider Riders. A great dual purpose unit. You can use them to muck up enemy units in melee or just kind of kite and shoot Rat Ogres, harass the back line. These guys can really, really do some solid work. So, yeah, that's it. Gok Thim saying, I just became an uncle today, a little niece born to my brother. Hey, congratulations, man. Hopes all is well with you and your family. So for the Iron General of Clan VM, he's got a Skaven battle line of Clan Rats, actually. So pretty good infantry quality by Skaven standards. A bunch of Rat Ogres. I think it looks like 3 in total. 1, 2, and 3, not including the Pit Fighters. A Mortis Engine, he does have the Wheels of Doom and Assassin Throt the Unclean, but really a lot of the stopping power in his army is going to be coming from both the Mortis Engine as well as the Warpfire Throwers here. So... So the league, this is actually probably the biggest league and biggest tournament I've ever seen in Total War Warhammer history. We have over 120 people who signed up for this league. During this week alone, we had 60 plus best of 5s played. So I'm not going to be able to cast all the games. I'll probably be casting like 3 or 4 per stream. Now, Goblin Wolf Chariot's being used as a disruption tool here in the front, but Throt the Unclean is able to interrupt those guys and get his mass there and terror out them off, while the flamethrowers are able to shoot into the goblins. On the other side, same thing's going down. Grom the Paunch going in pretty deep with his goblin support, and Wicked does have a really nice position in the sense that the Skaven don't really have any countermeasures against the Forest Goblin Spider Riders, so they can kind of just sit there the entire game and just go to Pound Town and shoot whatever they want. Man, look at the Warfire Throwers trying to roast those Goblin Wolf Chariots, though. Pretty epic stuff for sure. Here, it looks like the Greenskins are going for a gooning attempt on the Plague Priest, which, for Iron General, he really needs to get this guy back. If the Stone Troll Beatdown Squad is able to get on top of that guy, it obviously will fall. And look at this. Spider Riders are sent in the back to fight the Rat Ogres, which is interesting. Maybe Wicked doing that to occupy them, to allow a little bit more frontal pressure, because obviously the Rat Ogres were being used as a backline kind of prevention tool and things like that. So, we'll see. Here we also have a massive core of Spider Riders still shooting into the Rat Ogres, and I suppose the Warpfire Throwers do have the range. However, the Forest Goblin Spider Riders could simply fall back and get out of range there and be relatively safe. Now, what's going to be really tough for the Greenskins this game is Throt the Unclean is like a really, really hard counter against Grom the Paunch. Grom is not going to be able to fight back. He's a chariot character. And Throth the Unclean is a monstrous kind of hunter-type character, right? He's really good against single entities. That's what he's designed to fight. So Grom is really going to have to be careful. But the Stone Troll Blob in a little bit of a precarious situation here, actually being swamped by Skaven, and a little bit of a problem coming in from the Warpfire Throwers. Even if it doesn't do huge damage against the Stone Trolls, it also does have a discouraging effect. So the Stone Trolls and any low leadership unit is going to break and run. So Wicked definitely taking a little bit of a hurting right here on these Stone Trolls. However, he could probably get these guys back and, reorganize them. They still have 11 of their 12 models. They'll be able to heal. And on top of that, the Spider Riders and the Daka coming in from the Greenskin Mobility, which Skaven do not have too many answers for, are doing some really, really good work. So you can see this Plague Priest is going down pretty hard. So somebody in chat asking, how does this differ from ECL? So ECL is still going to be happening. I'm going to be having my Swiss League and ECL running side by side with one another. ECL are tournaments that take place on a single day. So you play everything. The players have to play 6 to 7 hours. It's single elimination. You lose, you're out. The Swiss League is a 6 to 8 week tournament where you play one best of 5 a week instead of playing them all in one day. So it allows players with tougher schedules to play and also gives you a chance to keep playing even if you lose and potentially come back and, maybe even win the tournament if you lose a match. So it's very different. And there goes the Plague Priest, actually smashed here by these Stone Trolls. Very, very nice stuff. Right before they rout, too, the heroic Stone Trolls. And honestly, this is a really, really close game. Skaven obviously have the Doom Wheel. They have Throth the Unclean is going to be a bit of a problem. But man, oh man, these Spider Riders have been doing a great job. Just sitting here and shooting this entire time. A little bit bunched up. Definitely getting a Spider Rider to go shut down those Warpfire Throwers would be a super clutch play. I'm not sure if he sees them right there. It's kind of hard with all the flags, of course. Grom the Paunch in Mortal Kombat with Throth the Unclean. But Grom does have the support of the Stone Trolls, and a little bit of Greenskin Arrow Fires coming in as well, and getting some good damage on those bad boys. Look at that aspect of the Dread Knight being used on the Stone Trolls, pretty heavy metal. That actually makes them immune to Terror Route, so they're going to keep fighting. That's a really, really cool combo piece. Granted, I think Throth the Unclean is also causes terror, so he himself is not going to be routing off. So if we look back here, you can see the Forest Goblin Spider Riders continuing to shoot into the blob here. And Grom the Paunch still getting his bump and grind on, man, but Thrag is in trouble, even with the aspect of the Dread Knight giving her a leadership buff. She is shanked by the Assassin. Obviously, the River Trolls are relatively lightly armored at 50 armor and can take some beating against Assassin-type characters. But this is a dead-even game between these two players, man. I really like the Forest Goblin Spider Rider combo, just kind of trolling into the back lines. How many people are playing in the tournament? 126 people are in the tournament total, including myself, so it's pretty fun. And I'll show you guys the Swiss League brackets so you can get a little bit of an understanding at the end of the stream. If I show you now, it will spoil the outcome of this series. So here, Grom the Paunch is rolling over the Assassin. One of the things that Grom is really good at, of course, is gooning characters like this. And it seems that Throth the Unclean is going to be leaving this fight. So there's, pros and cons to this. By leaving out here, he will make sure the Hag doesn't come back. But he's also giving Grom the opportunity to kill this Assassin. The Doom Wheel potentially is going to be trapped up. It's a scary fight for sure. Spider Rider's getting a little bit caught here by some of the Skaven slaves, although they might honestly just win that fight in melee because the Skaven slaves are so tired and beat up at that point. So, we'll see how it goes. Forest Goblin Spider Rider Archer is still popping in there, man. Grom the Paunch is healing also. He does have the lucky banner, so there's going to be healing on both lords here. Although it looks like Wicked might be deciding to go for a gooning attempt. Maybe Grom the Paunch is going to be bouncing out here and going after Throth. Definitely would not recommend that. Looks like that's not what he's going to be doing. So Greenskins do look to be in a little bit of trouble right now. But the Trolls are wavering and broken. They're not actually shattered. So if Wicked is able to reunite all of his Trolls and get a really nice goon squad together, oh man, that could actually be trouble for the Skaven here. But the one thing the Skaven have going for them is the fact that they have terror routes on the battlefield, and that Throth is such a hard counter against Grom. Grom isn't going to be super effective here against any of these threats. Looks like we got some bumper cars going on. The Wheels of Doom is bumping and grinding, getting down here on Grom the Paunch. A little bit of pony, and Grom is going to be pulling back here and trying to reunite with his horde. And honestly, it looks like the Greenskins are in a winning position here, which is pretty cool. I've really struggled in this matchup, so it's cool to see a Greenskin success potentially. Throth's still going to be a problem. Greenskins do have a fair amount of Daka left, I guess. No, only ammunition on this one unit. And Thrag is still being chased off the battlefield, so the wife of Throg is being hunted by the clan rats. We'll see if she comes back. If she came back, that would actually be pretty huge. But back in the epicenter of combat, the triple Stone Trolls, you see, they might get terror routed, and if they've broken a couple times, that could be a big problem. Grom the Paunch going after the Rat Assassin is a very, very good call. He's obviously a foot character. You can see some of the Trolls are karate kicking. So as far as this tournament goes, the Swiss League is completely open for anyone to join. It is closed currently. We had a week and a half sign-up period in my Discord, but if you want to get involved in future Swiss Leagues, all you have to do is join my Discord, which I'll be dropping the link over the course of the stream. It was kind of bugged out on the Faction Wars. Now, the Doom Wheel here is getting very low. If the Greenskins are able to break anything here, they can most certainly chase it off. But man, that Doom Wheel is just not breaking, man. 20 leadership, 19 leadership. It's taking it like a champ. And Throughout the Unclean might still be able to carry this, guys. Like, that's certainly my concern for the Greenskins. Any rear charges into the Stone Trolls is going to cause some serious problems. Spider Riders probably just want to sit on the wings and make sure they chase things down. But the Stone Trolls certainly doing some good work. Laying some beats here on the Wheels of Doom. But it looks like the Greenskins, yeah, the classic Greenskin leadership, man. And I guess if there was a Black Orc Big Boss here, this wouldn't be happening. But yeah, the Terror Routes are coming down. But they will come back. Terror Routes aren't like permanent routes, and look at that. Grom is able to get a good shot on the Wheels of Doom, but Throd is still just going like a champion. That little assassin holding his own against the Forest Goblin Spider Riders. And unfortunately, the Skaven are pulling ahead on the bounce. Well, unfortunately for Wicked, the Skaven are pulling ahead on the bounce of power. Of course, you know, I never see the Greenskins win this matchup, so I'm a little bit biased. I'm like, come on, I want to see a Greenskin beat Skaven, but I just heard like a crazy lawnmower sound outside. It startled me, but Grom the Paunch popping Lucky Banner and Wah going in hard, baby. He's got AP Loonies in there, which is a really nice buffering piece. Gives him a little bit of poison consistency. And Warpfire Throwers here are back, and they're about to be charged here by the Stone Trolls. Here it comes. Well, boom, man. Stone Trolls getting some serious crumping on these guys. These Warpfire Throwers are going to be down for the count as they're being punished into the Shadow Realm. So, Tihan Noin, I just show, you know, games that look to have gone to best of 5 or best of 3s that were very, you know, had something to learn, or games that went to game 4. Basically, I'll do my best to show competitive series. And not everyone submits their replays. They don't have to. Only people who want to have their replays viewed on streams and various other resources like that will be submitting the replay. So, all right, guys, we're going in once more. Oh, the Skaven are in a mass exodus potentially. Look at the Balance of Power swing back. Holy shit, it was like down here. No, oh my god, 5 leadership, 25 leadership. The Assassin's at like 19. The Wheel of Doom is broken. And the Greenskins really need to make sure to chase that down. Even that thing coming in for a rear charge could break the Trolls. And yeah, the Skaven are surrounded once again, man. Holy shit. This is crazy. Yeah, Grom the Paunch getting in there. Throughout the Unclean is in a little bit of trouble. 12 leadership. God, he's just barely holding on. He punches one of the Trolls out of the formation here. And it looks like your boy Throt is at 11 leadership. Oh my god, is he going to be able to get away? That is so obnoxious. He's so fast. Now, what else do the Skaven have coming back? Okay, the Warpfire Throwers have actually returned. Throughout the Unclean, just trying to move and get angles on Grom the Paunch here. But obviously Wicked with some really, really nice control here. He's able to pull Grom in circles. So Grom is just Benny Hilling just in circles around these characters, which I love that micro, because it's going to force Throt and the Assassin to just march and not really, you know, do much in the process. Assassin's Trophy down, but again, Grom has the mobility and the healing, and Throt is actually almost at his healing cap, mind you. So Throt will probably reach that healing cap before Grom will. Grom cycle charging in. Definitely want to, you know, wave the pickle in front of your opponent. In doing that, like, you know, Throt is going to go to attack instead of actually trying to fight the Trolls, and it looks like, yeah, the Greenskins are going to be pulling back for a cycle charge. Really nice thing that he does have the AP Loonies here. Like, that sustainability must be such a feel-good thing. Now, Degradons is here, giving leadership, base weapon damage. Oh, man, but Throt's able to get some damage. Obviously, there is no Rat Ogre summon. The Rat Ogre summon was used in the beginning of the game. Getting that Assassin down would be really nice, because then from there, Grom could chase the Assassin off the battlefield or kill him, and then Throughout the Unclean could just be surrounded and dragged down by all these different units. So, such an incredibly close game. It's a real battle indeed. 40 melee attack, plus 40% damage resistance. Now Grom the Paunch going to be pulling back here. Throughout the Unclean, how's his health doing? 2,700. Yeah, so Grom is a little bit lower, of course. Man, I don't know. Grom might be able to terror out this. Or not Grom, but Throt. This could actually be a Skaven win, believe it or not. Even though it looks a little bit tough. Although I think one of the big saving graces are the 8 Loonies, because that's consistent DPS against light armor coming in from these guys. Man, oh man, this is close. Throughout the Unclean, 2,500. Grom the Paunch coming in. Terror routes again could happen. There's no magic here for the Greenskins. No Spirit Leech, no aspect of the Dread Knight. But the Stone Trolls are terrified once again. That's the problem with Trolls. Really poor leadership on those guys. Grom the Paunch is trying to get in there with cycle charging. But you can see the little consistent Prison Shanks getting in there. Grom gets a nice attack into the flank there of Throt. It looks like 2 attacks, actually. Able to bring him down a peg. And the Greenskins, with that happening, do pull ahead on the Bounce of Power. Such a close game. 1,400 HP on Grom. Really good cycle charging here. Obviously, in accordance with tournament rules. Throt pretty much has to stay in this like circle here. He can't like run away and kite. He can change targets though, so if like something is charging him, he can countercharge them, or he can go after like Grom the Paunch, etc., etc. He just can't like kite them in circles and like, you know, heal and draw like that. But man, if the Greenskins lost this at this point, I would be so shocked. You know, but stranger things have happened, man. Clan Rats are coming in here. 5 leadership, 3 leadership. He is so close to breaking 0. If he breaks, it's over 100%. And that is army losses, and the dreaded Greenskins are going to do it. Oh my god. That was some shit right there, man. So there you have it, guys. Let's take a look at the breakdown screen here. That is game 1 between the Iron General and Wicked D in this best of 5 in the Swiss League. 8 Peak Loonies for sure MVPs. Let's see the value. 1,600 gold value on 8 Peak Loonies, man. That's really sexy. Damn. Grom the Paunch, obviously, always pretty solid. He generally pays for himself. The Hags, you know, they tried their best. Spider Rider Core all did very well. Look at that. 800, 1,000, 800, and 962. They all paid for themselves and more, which is great. Stone Trolls obviously give you mass against like Noon Wheels and things like that, and they seem to have done pretty well. So there you go, guys. GG. Let those Waz out, baby. Iron General. Very well played to him. Look at Throt the Unclean. 3,300 value. Holy shit. And on top of that, you know, Warp Fire Throwers were probably the weak link. Granted, he still got good value out of one of them, but in my experience, Warp Fire Throwers rarely pay for themselves. Like Poison Wind Mortars, you know, all those other tools, Jazales, I just feel are so much better. Pretty cool build though, man. Iron General with a very unique build using the Warp Fire Throwers in business. So that's game 1. His Immensity won the day. It did indeed. And now we're going to be switching on over to the next match here. So as we load in, just so you guys don't see the replay numbers and all that sort of good stuff, we'll get game 2 going. So game 2 in this best of 5 is going to be Wicked D on the Tomb Kings facing off against the Iron General on his Lizardmen. Now, many people have considered this to be a counter matchup. They say it's very bad for the Lizardmen. However, I've seen people win it from the Lizard perspective, especially if you're like a specialist at them. But yeah, it should be interesting. It's going to be on Oakenhammer. Yay, how's it going, Professor Pone? Yeah, double Hag is cool. It gives you like mass because the Hags can, you know, fight things like Doom Wheels and Furnaces pretty effectively. So we'll see what's cracking. All right, let's update the scorecard here. Wicked is up 1-0 in this best of 5. And now we will switch on back to the battle between a Wicked D and Iron General. Wicked, of course, our glorious mod here. Just finished watching a Legend stream right into Turin. Hey, I know, what a Monday, man. Sounds like fun. You get campaign, you get multiplayer, you get all the works. So for the forces here of the Tomb Kings, let's see what they got going for him. It's going to be led by Wicked. He's got double Ushopti Greatbow, which is very standard. Pretty much pounds any big dinos. Tomb King here on his basic mount is going to be a useful tool for his routing Saurus and Skinks. And in the back, we do also have Nehekar Horseman, a single Casket of Souls, which again is, you know, obviously Tomb King's infantry does struggle against Saurus and width and things like that. So having the Casket to clean out infantry is nice. So basically, Casket kills infantry, Ushopti Greatbows kill monsters, etc. Or the Tomb King is like dual purpose versus either of those two choices, right? So, Biomenace, everything's going well. Thank you for asking. I mean, it's a slow process, but we're getting there. In my opinion, if you don't bring Poison Wind Mortars, you chose to throw the match. They're not good in every matchup. I mean, although you could probably justify bringing a single Poison Wind Mortar in every single matchup, and it wouldn't hurt you. But yeah, they're pretty strong. Danomiter, I think I said your name right. Hey man, you have the best Total War content by far. The kids are the grandparents today, and I can finally watch a live stream. Hell yeah, man, I got you covered. Let's have some fun together. So for this force, and again, thank you for your donation, Dan. We got Temple Guard here in the front. An interesting choice. Temple Guard are very weak against Gasket Fire. Most Lizard players, from my experience, will bring Saurus, but you don't see too many elite troops because Caskets are just so good against them. Also, Ushopti Greatbows can focus them down, but mainly it's just the main battle line of Temple Guard, 2 of them, 2 Red Crested Skinks, a bunch of Saurus. We have a Slan Mage of Life to heal up the big dinosaurs, double T-Rex, as well as a Skink Chief up here in the sky. That's it. Let's do it. I know, play of the game, it's happening. We're doing it. So let me know your predictions, guys. Based on the builds and what you've seen so far, do you think Wicked and his Tomb Kings are going to win this bad boy, or do you think it's going to be the Iron General of Clan VM coming for vengeance and equalizing the best of 5 series here? Let me know in chat, guys. What are you thinking? So Caskets, of course, raining some hot fire here on Temple Guard, and I have to say, excuse me, playing Tomb Kings, this is a pretty feel-good feeling. When you have a Casket just like nuking elite infantry, it's pretty chub-inducing. Now right here, we do also have the Skeleton Horseman Archers getting some nice fire into the Red Crested Skinks, who of course are very lightly armored and of course have, yeah, pretty much no mitigation against missile fire. So they're going to be taking a bit of a troll toll punishment right there, which is normal. What's nice about Skinks though, is if like a unit of Red Crested Skinks can be chasing down like, let's say, Ushopti Greatbows or, you know, anything like that, they can apply poison, they have good AP, they can really troll. And look at this, the Carrion from Wicked, I love this. So all 3 Carrion are swarming the Skink Chief here, which is hilarious. I don't know, I wonder if he'll be able to kite that. Skink Chief's 90 speed, Carrion are, well, without poison, they're 100, so they're a little bit faster. You know what, that Skink Chief might actually die to those Carrion, which is really funny. Nice Ushopti Greatbow play. So both Greatbows are focusing down the Carnosaur, who is afflicted by the net of Emichok. And that boy's going to be taking some serious pounding for sure. In the meantime, Setra the Imperishable, or the Tomb King, excuse me. I always think Setra when I see this, but it looks like the Tomb King is going to be bouncing out here, going after the cohort of Sotek, which isn't a bad idea. It's a relatively expensive unit, and you can get some good value there. I don't know if you guys can hear the lawnmower outside. Sorry, there's just some guy who always decides to do it while I'm streaming. But the Feral Carnosaur taking a righteous beating for sure. You know, even if the Carnosaur goes down, though, Wicked didn't go too monster heavy, so it's not like the Carnosaurs are a key to success here. I mean, if he has one Carnosaur with some, you know, Temple Guard support, he should be able to fight this Tomb King here. A little bit hard to say. But so far, Wicked's backline is safe. Ushapti Great Bows are still functional and shooting. The Casket of Souls is blasting into those Temple Guard, man. Brutal stuff indeed, and that bad boy's taken quite a bit of punishment. In the back, we do have a Skink cohort coming in. It looks like these Skeleton Horseman Archers are going to be charged into melee to try and buy some time and maybe keep the Ushapti Great Bows functioning for now. But that Feral Carnosaur is broken, but there is a regrowth, not overcasted. So Iron General with a very nice regrowth here, able to top off that Feral Carnosaur, which is going to be juking those shots pretty effectively. Very, very nice stuff. The Carrion are still hunting down the Skink Chief. Maybe you only need two, because bringing one Carrion back to the battlefield here would be very nice to potentially chase down that Feral Carnosaur if it were to broke. Your bet is on the Cold Blood. All right, well, there you go. Right on. Casket of Souls shooting in once again into the Temple Guard, able to get some huge value. Caskets are probably one of the best. You thought it was something outside your house. Yeah, he's a Beastman player. Sounds like he's done for now. I think he just stopped, so we'll hope for the best. But Caskets are probably one of the best units on the Tomb King roster. They just get so much value. And look at this, man. The Carrion over there, too, are killing the Skink Chief. Yeah, look at that. The Skink Chief is broken by the two Carrion in the distance. Man, that's painful. Nice banishment going down from the Salon, it looks like. Might have gotten through some of the spears, although it kind of went the wrong way as it progressed in its spinning cycle. Ushapti Summon was used over here. Looks like he used the Ushapti Summon to buy some time against the Feral Carnosaur. Kind of hold this big thing in place and allow the Ushapti Great Bows to keep shooting. But now things get a little bit scary. As the Saurus Warriors do eventually break through the spears and the supporting units, it becomes a very stressful situation for the Tomb Kings. Even though they are ahead in the game right now, it's still, there's a lot of threats on the battlefield with these Saurus. So Skinks are broken here. The Tomb King doing a very good job kind of sweeping. It looks like in the backfield, that Skink cohort was actually killed by two Skeleton Archers, which is kind of surprising, actually. I thought the Skinks might hold a little bit better there. But now it's time for some Jurassic Park. Here it comes, baby! The big old Carnosaur doing the big old flying wham jam attack here on the Casket of Souls. Casket of Souls getting pimp slapped by that Feral Carnosaur, quite literally, actually. Although pimp slap, I suppose, is more of like a backhand. But Ephraim Va, thank you for the donation. Pull up in the Firebird, mullet in the wind. Hey, Turin. Is lava wet? Peels out. That's pretty good, man. You know, I used to drive a Pontiac Firebird. That was my car I had in high school. So it's very relevant. Ephraim Va, thank you for the donation, man. I never had a mullet in high school, but I did have like long 70s hair at one point, so I suppose it was kind of close. So the Feral Carnosaur is circling about. Looks like the Lich Priest is going in. That is a ballsy Lich Priest. So maybe he's just kind of getting in position to cast a net. It's hard to say. Very, very even game right now, actually. Because, again, even though the Tomb Kings are probably a little bit ahead on the Bounce of Power, the Bounce of Power isn't everything. Without infantry support, a lot of this Tomb King's army is going to be in big trouble. And Iron General is doing a really good job. It's not Cetra, actually. It's a Tomb King. He's doing really, really good juking here with the Carnosaurs, getting some big heals. And if those two are like somewhat healthy in the end game, there's Saurus and Skinks chasing down the Ushapti Great Bows. And see, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, the cohort of Sotek is going to be hunting down these Ushapti Great Bows. So suddenly, like, they're kind of removed from the Bounce of Power, right? Like, yeah, they're going to be still in the battlefield, could fight in melee. And honestly, that might not be the worst idea to have the Ushapti Great Bows just pile in and try and finish off the cohort here. A little bit hard to say. And now Iron General's going in for a 2-for-1 here. Nice net of Amachok. That's a beat right there. Definitely slap those Ushapti Great Bow in guard mode real quick and start just blasting this guy. And it looks like that's what's happening here. Cohort of Sotek being screened out by these Skeleton Horseman Archers. Saurus, we still have... Oh my god, in the distance, the Carrion! I forgot all about them! That is a big deal. Is there 3 of them, or is there just 2? Okay, it looks like there's 2 Carrion. And he's going in for the surround. The Carrion are just swarming! They're pinning in the Feral Carnosaur, buying some time for the Ushapti Great Bows. Okay, Iron General might be in a little bit of trouble now. I totally forgot about the Rohirrim Carrion coming over the hill at Helm's Deep. Led by, well, I can't think of any more puns or any analogies to Gandalf. Spare me, guys. It's a little bit tired today, but you know, we're going strong. Hey, Joker Psyche, thank you for the donation. Most genuine and awesome streamer I've seen. So informative and kind. Amazing content, my man. Don't ever change. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, Jokers. We're here to stay, brother. We'll keep entertaining you for years to come. Warhammer 3. Hopefully, eventually, Warhammer 40k. Total War. You know, good times, man. Good times. Thank you so much, Joker. Now, the Carrion, still swarming. The Tomb King obviously getting a good fight here. He probably will want to pull out a Carrion at this point just to chase down the Feral Carnosaur when and if it does break. But now the other Feral Carnosaur is in the backfield, and, you know, I really thought the Carrion were going to be able to end that. It would be enough stopping power coming back. It looks like there is another Carrion coming as well. Look at this bad boy, yeah. But the Ushapti Great Bow in the back are now being hunted. The Casket is being killed by Skinks. This is what I'm talking about, man. The persistence of the Lizardmen infantry. The Harpies are here. Yeah, the Garian definitely doing some solid work. Yeah, going after this bad boy, this Feral Carno, would be a really good play, I think. Temple Guard here, Terror Routed. Ushabti Grepo still trying to run, but that Feral Carnosaur, the amount of healing they've got in this game is definitely very strong. So Carnosaur is swarmed. Those Ushabti Grepos are going to be turning around. Very good control there by Wicked to pop this bad boy. Although it looks like they might be slightly obstructed. It's a little bit tough when all the Carrion are like flying in circles around it, and it looks like the Feral Carnosaur might survive this. And the Tomb King here is actually getting very low. Iron General is on the comeback. Look at this, man. Yeah, he's down to like 40%. The curse does go off. Like I said, the fact that these Carnosaurs have been so close to breaking really is like a butt-clinching situation, man. Like, because if they got chased off, this game's 100% over. That Tomb King would just bully all of these Saurus infantry. But with the Carnosaur still being alive and this low, you guys have seen, like, several times in this this game, they've been very, very low, right? But they've been able to stabilize here. So here comes the Tail Whip. The Tomb King here is at -21, -28. It's going to be attempting to fight back against the Feral Carnosaur. And the Tomb King is going to be going down, and there's no way the Lizards are going to lose at this point. The Ushabti Grepo is still kept in good shape, but Iron General is going to be getting on the scoreboard with a Lizardman victory over Tomb Kings. Very well played. It's a hard matchup in my opinion, and he played a very valiant scrap indeed. Let's do it. Let's check it out. Tomb Kings are a very strong faction. Very, very strong. They have a couple weaknesses. I think a lot of people consider Norska to be relatively tough for them. Yeah. Norska's a hard one. Anyone with like Burning Head can be kind of frustrating. Chaos is interesting. Chaos versus Tomb Kings is kind of just a monster mash in my experience. All right, guys, so the value, Tomb King didn't do bad. Casket, of course, 1600, pretty much always pays for itself. Ushabti Grepo is great value, but, you know, the Lizard Infantry, the backbone of the Empire, are what carried the day, right? We had 600 there, 1400 here, 500 here. The little skinks, you know, did okay. The Temple Guard, as expected, got focused. They didn't have much of a chance, but the Carnosaurs, 1800 and 1900. The monsters really, really did quite well. It was a great game. Very well played to these two fine players. So now we can update the scoreboard. Scoreboard. It's a scoreboard that tells a story. Keep calm and carrion. You like Croc R more? You definitely... The Lore of Life, though, was so good with the double T-Rex. Like Croc R, if you go Croc R, you can't bring a Life Slon. You can't bring Life. You have to go with Heavens, Beasts, or... I forget the other one. So yeah, I mean, I think the Life Slon is a really good choice. Mazda Money wouldn't be bad either for Apotheosis. And banishments and things like that can be nice, but I think the Life Slon was a really good choice. There's another kind of build I've seen here. Basically, Lizardman, you could cut the Skink Chief and you could cut one Saurus, and you get double Saurus Scar Veteran on a Velociraptor, and that gives you like way more like anti-large chase and things like that. It was a good game. Wicked in chat saying I should have prioritized the Slon, but I have a strong hatred toward the Carno peoples. Yeah, it was a good game, Wicked. Very well played. And now we're going to be jumping on over to the next match here in the Gran Turino Swiss League. Intro graphic is up. Let us jump on over to the next battle. And the one upside, of course, of having pre-recorded battles here is that the games are going to be faster. And we don't have to wait for loading, and there's no lag and all that sort of good stuff. So next game is going to be Skaven again against Iron General's Beastmen. Now, many Beastmen players I've been talking to in this patch have been saying that they feel the Beastmen have a good matchup against New Skaven. So we'll see if the Iron General can prove that point, or if Wicked will run over him with a horde of filthy rats. Yep. Tomb Kings definitely have some good options. You can go Necropolis Knights too. Necropolis Knights can fight pretty well. They're good. Tomb Kings have, you know, if you want to see really diverse, unique Tomb Kings play, King of the Dead, man. He uses like really off-meta builds and makes them work pretty well. Adam V, this is not the hot dog eating stream. The hot dog eating stream will either be this Sunday or sometime the following week. We currently have confirmations from 3 of the 4 hot dog eaters for the stream. Just waiting on one more, but potentially Sunday. Yeah. We'll see if Professor Pone is free then. If not, we'll go the next week. Yeah. All right, so let's load in here. Let's get this party started, man. Don't worry, Adam. I will make an announcement in the community section about the hot dogs as well as Discords. So for the Skaven here, and the Wicked one, he's going to be coming in with the Plague Priest. Always good. Beastmen tend to swarm with infantry, right? You know, gores, ungores, so having a Mortis Engine effect is always really good. Skaven Slaves, no surprises there. Council Guard for some monstrous, monstrous anti-monster durability. These guys, of course, do have anti-large and are quite nice. Skaven Slave Slinger is a really good countermeasure against spawn rushes. Most Beastmen players and their dogs and cats like to rush with Chaos Spawn in this matchup, so having the Skaven Slave Slingers, for only 200 gold, they honestly usually get like 400 to 600 gold value back. So in my experience, I think a couple Skaven Slaves is really, really nice for sure. Warp grinders in the back. We got, sorry guys, damn. Having some allergies lately. Pit fighters of Helm's Deep and the rat ogres as well. And it looks like the Lord here for the Skaven is going to be a master assassin. Oh, that's a really cool pick for sure. What does he even do? Okay, Looming Dread. It lowers missile resistance speed. That's very interesting. He has a Rival High Talisman. Okay, I'm really, really eager to keep an eye on the master assassin here. And yeah, that's it for the army. Pretty cool stuff. No Poison Wind Mortars, you know, a little bit untraditional in some sense, but the Hell Pit Abomination here, of course, is a nice anchor piece. A little bit weak against Ungor Raiders. That's why I do like to see a Poison Wind Mortar every now and then, but we'll see what happens. So for the Iron General, oh, also, I forgot to mention, it looks like Wicked does have some clan rats hiding in trees here, and I think that's it. Yeah, he's got some clan rats hiding in the tree line there. And now for the Beast People. In the Iron General, currently the series is tied at 1-1. We have Gore Herds up on the hill, backed up by triple Chaos Spawn, Morker the Shadow Gave, a Bray Shaman of Beasts, and triple Ungor Raider. Definitely very strong. Ungor Raiders are super, super cost effective in this matchup. They do some great work against the Rat Ogres and Hell Pits and all sorts of things like that. Centaurs with throwing axes to counter Doom Wheels and Furnaces, and it looks like Warhounds in the tree with Centaurs as well. Turn and Hot Dogs, I'm in, yeah. So how the stream is going to work, the Hot Dog stream, no, it's actually happening, is it's me, Italian Spartacus, Gojira, and Professor Pone. We're playing 4 FFA games. For the first 2 losses you take in the stream, so let's say you lose your first 2 FFA games, you're going to have to eat 2 hot dogs with buns and condiments for each of those games. So if you lose the first 2, you're going to have to eat 4 hot dogs. Then if you lose the other 2, you have to eat a hot dog for each of those games. So there will be webcams on everyone's faces. You guys can see the suffering as somebody has to eat 6 hot dogs with buns. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you win the FFA for the one person who wins, you are safe. You don't have to eat the hot dog. So that's the whole jam. You know, I thought starting at 6 hot dogs was like a safe bet because it doesn't, like, I feel like if you went up to like 8, people would actually get sick and wouldn't want to do it. 6 is like doable, but it's also uncomfortable for a lot of people. So I think 6 is the sweet spot. I could probably eat 6 hot dogs with buns, okay, but I would be like a little bit like, okay, I just had like a Thanksgiving meal. I don't feel so good. Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm a little bit not overweight, but a little bit, you know, heavier now. So I feel like I'm ready now, you know, to eat the dogs. All right, so the Beastmen are coming in here. Now back to the actual battle. Nice Skaven Slave Summon or Clan Rat Summon to block up the charge of the Lord and some of those heroic characters. That's a really good tactic. Obviously, we saw Hadri's doing that a lot in the Faction War. Just dropping Clan Rats to muck up the charge. It's really annoying to deal with. It kind of like, you know, just messes with you psychologically as well. And yeah, there comes a really nice Scorch there by Wicked from the Plague Priest. Holy shit, that nailed those Gore Herds, man. That's a really hard one to land, too. But the Beastmen are upon them now, and we'll see what the Ungor Raiders are going to be shooting. Also, we do have the Bray Shaman of Beasts. I would imagine there's going to be some Manticore Summon coming in to start to dive this back line. And so far, the Master Assassin appears to be throwing his darts. I'm not sure at what. I think it probably some of the Chaos Spawn. In the back, we do have Chaos Warhounds diving on top of the Warp Grinders. A very, very good play. Although, ooh, sending in the Centaurs is a little bit of a mistake, because if Wicked D were to respond and use the Snare and then countercharge with Rat Ogres, I think you just need to use the Hounds for that. Centaurs are throwing axes, charging into the back with a little bit of Hound support as well. Warp Grinders are pretty much done for. The Beastmen should be able to get that pick there. And they do get activated at the last second, but then they get broken. So it's kind of a bit of a moot point there. So, yeah, we'll see. Back in the front, Hell Pit Abomination. Oh, yeah, this actually could probably lose Wicked the game. The fact that the Hell Pit Abomination is so far away from the Skaven ranks, being attacked by a Manticore, a Chaos Spawn summon, plus also this, and there are 3 Raiders nearby. Mind you, Wicked was able to get a really nice summon with the Clan Rats to buffer them back, but Iron General should be able to avoid that. Definitely scatter in 3 directions, and yeah, you can see very well played by Iron General. He scatters the Ungor Raiders around instead of having them all be chased away, and now he should be able to get good focus fire in the Hell Pit Abomination. But the Hell Pit is able to punch Morker away with its tail, but that is a lot of stopping power here. But the Hell Pit doesn't stand purely alone. Maybe getting the Plague Priest to summon some Clan Rats or some Plague Monks here would give it some nice buffering. It would maybe help it survive these summons, because when the Beastmen summons do wear off, you know, it's just going to be Morker by himself there. Really, really, really good summon there from the Clan Rats. Hold on, guys, I need to have some water. The Skaven backline obviously is in shambles, but there wasn't much there. I mean, it was just Skaven Slave Slingers, like 600 gold in total with like a Warp Grinder. I mean, I suppose those are some losses. Currently, Beastmen are a little bit ahead on the bounce of power. But, you know, these summons will be disappearing here soon, and that probably will normalize things. Wicked still has a pretty scary Death Star, potentially. If he can keep this Hell Pit alive, I think he'll be pretty comfortable. He's got a Doom Wheel, he's got an Assassin, he's got his Lord as well. The Plague Furnace, though, is taking some DACA here, and when the Beastmen get their DACA back online, oh yeah, throwing axes too, shit. That's going to be really strong. So the Centaurs with throwing axes definitely will be an amazing countermeasure against the Plague Priest, which is currently charging out of its formation here to go after the archers. And honestly, you don't have too much of a choice here. If you just let the archers shoot you, you're going to lose the game. So I think this Skaven Blob, with the Council Guard, who still have 96 models, probably will need to advance on the archer lines, or else they're just going to get their bread buttered. Got some Skaven Slaves back here. Skaven Slaves might be able to come in and poke on some of those Ungor Raiders, kind of keep them busy. And yeah, the balance of power still is very Beastman favored. I don't think there's any summons on the battlefield. I think this is actually, yeah, that is a summon Manticore right there. Okay, so that's part of the variable. Now it looks like the Skaven are going for a gooning attempt here on Morkurt. Now the Master Assassin isn't a bad duelist against light armor. He does, I believe, have equivalent of trophy heads, or at least rival high talisman. So he should be able to put some hurt on Morkurt. And killing Morkurt would definitely be nice. Morkurt does count for a lot on the balance of power for some reason. It's been some absurd things since the early days. And it looks like these Ungor Raiders were shut down. However, the Summon Manticore is going in and doing some nice push here against the Plague Priest. So down in the low ground here, we do have the Master Assassin with Concealment Bombs, and Morkurt the Shadowgave is in some big trouble. This could potentially be a comeback for the Skaven. However, the Beastmen do have a shit ton of stuff around the battlefield. I mean, we got a full health unit to spawn here. We have Gore Herds. Centaurs with throwing axes seem to have a ton of ammunition. Also, the Ungor Raiders are all coming back. I think even with killing Morkurt here, yeah, and it looks like Morkurt did get gooned out. The Assassin and the Master Assassin able to kill him. Yeah, and Shatter and Morkurt is gone. The Plague Priest is so low. There's so much ammunition, so many throwing axes. I just don't think that the Skaven army is going to be able to hold here, despite some valiant efforts to try and take out Morkurt. Iron General really proving that he is truly the Iron General. He's tenacious. He's not going to give up despite losing his lord, and his ranged play here is really paying huge dividends right now. Ungor Raiders, of course, going to be peppering into those big rat monstrosities. The Plague Priest taking some work. Spawn and Gore Herds moving in to attack the Doom Wheel. Still plenty of mass. Obviously, Doom Wheels are pretty hard countered by Centaurs with throwing axes, assuming they kite it and don't stand in combat and fight. Master Assassin, you know, they have okay leadership by Skaven standards, but still being swarmed by Gore Herds and high DPS Beastmen infantry probably is going to be too much. We'll see, though. I mean, we saw the first game between these two gentlemen. It went down to, like, the balance power was just like this, and then there was a comeback, so anything could happen, but probably not so much in this game. Council Guard are at 17 models, Doom Wheel's broken, and now it's just a matter of honestly getting the 12 Chaos Spawn to just start whomping on that Assassin. But here comes the Master Assassin for one last contract here. Looming Dread is used, but that's going to be army losses. Pretty cool to see the Master Assassin used, though. Well played. And the Iron General is going to be going up 2-1 here in this series. So let us go ahead and take a look at the post-battle screen. The Skaven have fallen. And now we can go ahead and update it. All right. There it is for the Iron General. GG indeed. Very, very well played. And let's take a look at the scorecards and all that sort of good stuff. So, Morkurt, decent value, but I'm curious about the throwing axes. Yeah, 900, 800, Raiders did okay. You know, I tend to see that happen with Beastman armies. I find that, like, nobody really carries super hard. It's always, like, the value is really spread out over the army. But, yeah, it's a nice force. You have Ungor Raiders to kill Molder monsters, Centaurs to kill Furnaces and Doom Wheels, and in terms of stopping power, you have Gore Herds, which massacre Skaven infantry. So, yes, well played. Well played indeed. And now for the Skaven army. We have, let's see, 845 here on this bad boy. Not bad. I feel like maybe if Wicked had gone for like a more traditional Skaven Lord, like Throt the Unclean or Skrulk, it would have been a much better game. I find that the Master Assassin usually just isn't worth it. Pretty cool character, though. Aside from that, I did like his army. I thought it was cool. If the Warp Grinders had maybe gotten that snare in the back and like prevented the back line from being kind of karate chopped, yeah, maybe. Hard to say, though. Hard to say. It was a very well played game by both players. I think the Lord pick definitely was a weak link here for the Skaven, but, you know. You gotta have some fun sometimes, man. You can't just bring the same Lord every single time. So, well, some people can. All right, so let's load into Game 4 between the Iron General and Wicked D. Let's do it to it. And it's gonna be Vampire Counts against Greenskins. All right, well, this should be fun. Why is it called a Swiss League? So a Swiss League is a format in tournaments where you have 6 to 8 weeks of competition and you play a best of 5 every single week. So instead of elimination format, players play 6 weeks of competition, win or lose, and then the people with the best records at the end win. So it's just a different format. It's a type of tournament, yeah. Every player is from Switzerland, yes, correct. There's no other correct answer. All right, so it's going to be Vampire Counts against Greenskins. This is a fun matchup, man. I love this one. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in, take a look at the armies, and have some fun. Wicked D versus the Iron General. If you stand in line for Polish sausage, it must be a kielbasa. Oh, man, Optimus Pine, that was really good, man. That was really good. All right, guys, so this is it. If Wicked does not win this game, he will be losing the best of 5 series. However, if he wins it, we're going to a rubber match. It's going to be great indeed. And even though everyone makes fun of Helman Gorst, he has actually had quite a presence. We saw Helman Gorst in the faction war absolutely dominate Bretonnia. And Helman Gorst is back once again to be a very cheap Mortis engine that also happens to do a little bit of a magic regeneration. So he does, of course, have the Reliquary Corruption. For the rest of the army, it's going to be Skeleton Warriors mixed with some Crypt Horrors and just a whole mishmash of various undead shenanigans and a massive Air Force of Vargeist, which I think is quite cool. If they do, Vargeist are still good against light armor too. Just because they got AP buffed doesn't mean they're bad against light armor. And yeah, it's going to be quite a bit of fun. It looks like a couple White Kings and some Blood Knights in the back. Yeah, double Blood Knight, I think. No, Varix Reavers on the other side. All right, guys. And for the Iron General, Forest Goblin Spider Riders here. He's got a front line of Night Goblins with the Crimson Killas. Yeah, Crimson Killah is pretty good and sustainable, however, very weak against Helman Gorst. In the back, we do have the Orc Air Boys. We also have a couple Stone Trolls, Skarsnik, a Hag. Not too, you know what? I'm a little bit concerned just looking at this build. And I don't know if he has enough missile play. 2 Orc Air Boys is not enough to kill Helman Gorst. I mean, maybe. He's got Forest Goblin Spider Riders here as well. And of course, I forgot to mention, Helman Gorst is going to be accompanied here by a Necromancer, which is going to be bringing the magic, whereas Helman Gorst is just a cheap Mortis engine. They say Blood Bowl 3 is going to be released in January or February. Are you pumped? Yes, and I will be covering that on the channel extensively. I'm going to be doing faction overviews. I'm going to be doing leagues. I'm going to be going deep into the Blood Bowl. I love that game. I stopped playing before because my hand was getting worse, and when I played a Blood Bowl game, I wasn't able to do my Total War battles for the day, which I did. Because I have a routine where I play at least one best of 5 worth of games per day to stay practiced. And back then, Blood Bowl was taking away from my main focus of my channel. But now that my hand's better, I can definitely do both. Yeah. Helman Gorst. Dude, I should have been the voice actor for Helman Gorst. I would have been so down to do that. Look at him go. Oh, this is the Necromancer, actually. Kind of looks like Helman Gorst. Helman Gorst's wagon is a little bit more dignified, I suppose. So the Varix Reavers and the Cairn Wraiths, I really like the Cairn Wraith inclusion. Greenskins have always kind of had problems with magic. That's why the Great Stag Knights for the the dreaded Wood Elves are so hard for them to handle. Helman Gorst. Blood Bowl 2 is going to be like a completely, or 3 is going to be like a very different game. Because in the new edition of Blood Bowl, there's massive rule changes. There's new teams across the board. It's going to be really fun. As a matter of fact, once the Rona is over, I'm thinking about playing Blood Bowl in person as well, because I'd like to paint up a team. I know, Gorst is here. Heard the name Gorst, said Mikey. His name summoned you from your work. Am I a zombie now? Well, perhaps you're one of the brothers that's pulling his cart. Who knows? So Fellbats in the back are going in to sacrifice themselves to disrupt the Orc Air Boys. Very common stuff, but a good play from Wicked. Obviously, man, Gorst is so goddamn slow. That's so annoying. Just having to waddle. Oh, God. But I guess when you get there, it really pays for itself, right? Now, the Vargeist, I'm curious to see what he does with those. All right, triple Vargeist. The Greenskins don't have much mobility, so these kind of picks are going to be really strong. I really also like that Wicked has the Blood Knights over here, so that if these Stone Trolls do respond to the Vargeist, the Blood Knights could potentially hammer them down and really get some good value. Some of the Cav have charged into the front. Looks like Varix Reavers and Helman Gorst and the Undead Legion is now making its way in. Pretty good value trade there. Taking very little damage from the Vargeist, and man, those Varix Reavers in conjunction with the Cairn Wraiths really buckled those Night Goblins super, super hard. Yeah, brutal stuff. And in the back, Wicked did have a deep vanguard of Direwolves that were hidden in the tree line, and he is able to get a nice push here on the Orc Air Boys. Now, as far as the front line goes, the Orcs do have the Crimson Killas piling in, and they'll certainly put a righteous crump in here on this White King. Granted, it's not the most cost-effective use of their time to be fighting a single entity, but I suppose they're a little bit slow and don't have the best choice. Now, this looks to be a pretty wild situation out here. Skarsnik is here to support, but Stone Trolls are not going to have a good time against the new Vargeist, which now have really good AP values, when they're also supported by, I think, some Blood Knights are out here just chasing shit down, and yeah, this is actually a really, really dicey situation here for the Greenskins. But the Vargeist appear to have pulled back for now. I think they're waiting for the Blood Knights, and here comes a thunderous charge, man. The Blood Knights of Red Keep going to be just skewering. Oh my God, this is going to be a massacre. Stone Trolls coming in, plus the Blood Knights charging through them. Super heavy metal shot right there. And the Stone Trolls just getting absolutely massacred there. Just broken, running almost immediately from that shock damage. And that's a pretty painful situation there for the Greenskins. Now, the thing is, will Wicked be able to chase him off the battlefield? The Greenskins do have some mobile support, but for the most part, it's going to be really important that he gets those Blood Knights to chase him down. For Iron General, in the front, he's getting some decent trades here. The White King going down is certainly nice. Obviously, the Orc boys are going to be able to beat zombies, and the Greenskins were able to defend their archers here. So a couple things going decently for the Iron General, but losing some Stone Trolls like this definitely is going to hurt. Yeah, and the new Vargeist, that's actually really clever, because Stone Trolls are pretty meta. I guess a lot of Greenskins do go regular Trolls in this matchup, because the missile resist obviously isn't pertinent per se, but here comes the Stone Troll Goon Squad. We also have Terror Route coming in from the Cairn race, which sucks for the Greenskins, because, you know, Stone Troll's not immune to Psychology, neither is the Giant River Troll Hag, so both of them, if they take a little bit more damage here, are going to route and probably get chased off the battlefield. Helmand Gorst is, he's being Helmand Gorst, man. He's rolling in his cart, and, you know, that's what he does. He rolls in his cart and just cackles and does Necromancer things, but the thing that is tough for the Greenskins is even if they win the infantry fight, if they don't have the means of stopping Helmand Gorst, he'll kill this entire army by himself. Like, summon zombies on top of Gorst, no problem. He's going to drain. You can see the Black Orc's health is being drained at a very rapid rate. Of course, they're being attacked by a couple targets, but I don't see any way for the Iron General to kill Helmand Gorst, which, who would have thought? Helmand Gorst, the dreaded win con here. You know, that's kind of a new thing, right? You kill the Greenskin range units, and Helmand Gorst carries the game. It carries the game. So there's the Drain Man. You can see here the Varix Reavers and the Blood Knights and the Cairn Race in the back. Fighting the Stone Trolls once again. But the Vargeist play has been exceptional this game. Wicked has had really, really good control with those. Normally, Vargeists are a unit that end up very damaged by the end of the game because they're very much a glass cannon unit. Very micro-intensive unit to use, but they are able to get back up in the sky, and now they're going for the kill. They've sighted the Giant River Troll Hag. Definitely coming in here and going after the Stone Trolls with the rear charge would be very nice. And yeah, the Black Orcs, I mean, despite being the Crimson Killers, they get spited a Bad Moon too, which is very nice, and the Wa. So they're currently immune to Psychology, but Black Orcs are already immune to Psychology, I guess I should mention. But yeah, they must have gotten some good value. I mean, bumping and grinding in here, but Helmand Gorst is just going to wreck everything. Like, all these units are 100% going to be dying to Helmand Gorst. Loopy, I probably will. Not on this stream, but I'm going to be having a second stream this week where we go over the Swiss League games, and I do have your games with Sice queued up to go, so don't you worry. I saw how good they were. So here are these Stone Trolls getting popped right in the dome. Those guys are down for the count, and now the Vargeists are coming in and getting their Vampire Claws, although it looks like they're pulling away. Yeah, Giant River Troll Hag is shaken. Maybe they just don't want to sit with Skarsnik. Who knows? Helmand Gorst just wrecking the Black Orcs. The Crimson Killers just like, nothing here should do damage to them, but Helmand Gorst's Drain is just doing so much work. It looks like some Blood Knights charging into the archers there, trying to punish them. I don't think there's going to be any comeback. Gorst is actually OP. Dude, Gorst is really good in some matchups, actually. It's so funny. Like if you told me like a year ago that Helmand Gorst and Sigvald would be like really meta and powerful in some matchups, I would have like laughed at you. I would have been like, are you kidding me, dude? There's no freaking way. But Helmand Gorst definitely has made a bit of a comeback in the meta, and Sigvald, I think, is an A-tier lord now. Sigvald is straight up wins games. I was playing some best of fives the other day, and Sigvald was just like this unholy terror, both when I was using him and facing him. He's just so annoying to kill. He just waddles after you, and you always have to deal with him. It's really obnoxious. So right now, Vargeists are pulling back. It looks like pretty close to the edge of the map, so the Greenskins definitely don't want to fight here, because what little army they do have, if it routes, will run right off the edge of the map here. And yeah, looks like the Thrag is going to be broken. Helmand Gorst just waddling here. Liber Noctis going down, giving a massive Winds of Magic boost to the army. And the Crimson Killers, the mighty hockey players, are going to be waddling. They're getting this way. Yeah, to beat Helmand Gorst build, you need to have like 3 or 4 Orc Air Boys focusing him down, which you can beat him. I actually played a game against CA Duck a while back, and he brought Helmand Gorst against me, but the Orc Air Boys were able to take care of him. But if you don't have that, man, you don't have that, you're going to pay the Troll Toll. I also think Savage Orc Biggins are probably a little bit better than Black Orcs in this matchup. They just kill so much quicker. Joe Leonard, thank you for the $10 donation. So guys, we got a rubber match, baby. Helmand Gorst carrying the day, bringing the game back. And we are 2-2. Best of 5. It is on. This is what dreams are made of. Helmand Gorst only 500 value. I feel like his, I don't know why. Maybe it's not accurately reflected with like Mortis Engine effects. It's kind of strange. Anyways, Blood Knights did great. Varix Reavers did pretty good. Vargeist obviously Cycle Charge. Damage is more or less spread out over the army, but I did like it. If you have the Flying Goon Squad plus Bats and Cav to shut down Greenskin Archers, they're not going to be able to kill Helmand Gorst, and then he's going to drain your army. So, yeah, pretty funny stuff. I know Contende, they look like hockey sticks. For the Greenskins, Crimson Killers did pretty good. They actually paid for themselves. They fought in the front. They killed the White King. Probably one of the better MVP units here. But oh my god, look at this Stone Troll. 100 value on these guys. Jesus, man. There's going to be another best of 5. There's going to be 2 more best of 5s on today's stream. Yeah, 2 more in total. And that'll be the stream as a whole. And then, or maybe 2 best of 5s, depending on how long it takes. And then we'll go to play some free-for-alls at the end, which would be fun. 1,000 gold on the little goblins. Not bad. Not bad at all, man. Yeah, there's a build that Aerocrasta gave me that's pretty good. Basically, it's Grom the Paunch, River Troll Hag, like 4 or 5 Savage Orc Biggins, and then like a bunch of archers and some basic trolls, and it was pretty powerful. No, the Swiss League is... I might have to make a video on this to describe it. Yeah, it's only players from Switzerland. No, it basically means you play 1 game per week. It's like an offline league that doesn't take place in 1 day. And even if you lose, you keep playing. You just play people who have similar records to see who has the best record at the very end. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, let's jump on over, baby. Let's go. Game 5. Let's do it. It's going to be Wicked on Norska and Iron General on the Warriors of Chaos. Ooh, this should be interesting. Chaos versus Norska is always a really fun matchup. I dig it, man. Let's see whose Marauder Horseman can win the skirmishing phase. Daniel, what did I mean by Helmengorst Drain? So Helmengorst has what we call a Mortis Engine effect, or a damage over time effect to anyone who's in contact with him, basically, or nearby. So Helmengorst, if he's fighting, is going to be constantly draining the health of all nearby enemies. That's what I mean by drain. Yeah. I haven't played my games for the tournament yet. Oh, you better. Sashimi Nissan, you have until the end of the day tomorrow. So tomorrow is the last day to get your week 1 games in before we start the next round. So tomorrow at midnight PST. So you technically have the rest of today as well as all of tomorrow to get your games in. But make sure to get those in if you haven't played. There's only a couple people who haven't. It's very, very close. Yeah, no mirror matches. I mean, mirror matches suck, so, you know, who wants to watch those? All right, guys. For Norska, let's take a look. Let's have some fun. It's going to be a front battle line of Marauder Horsemasters. Yeah, Horsemen and Horsemasters. Looks like 4 in total, so Wicked is going to be on the Norskins. Iron General going to be on the Warriors of Chaos. For Norska, it's going to be very much a very meaty build. So he's got Marauders into the Sunset here, obviously just to take a beating because most of his gold is invested in the double Feral Mammoth. So we have 2 Mammoths here. We do also have big old Throg Daddy, a Skinwolf Werekin, the hero of yesterday's faction war. The Skinwolf Werekin pretty much soloed the vampire counts. And we do also have a Famir Balefiend of Fire. Pretty good army. I'm wondering about the anti-large, though. I mean, I guess a lot of the anti-large is going to be coming from the Horsemen here in Throg. We'll see if it works out. And for Chaos, we got double Warhounds, Penta, Marauder Horsemen, and Horsemaster. It looks like a mix. Yeah, a mix of those. I don't think you can have 5 exactly, so it's going to be 4 in 1. Aside from that, we got Forsaken, Mirror Guard, Warp Chicken. Forsaken, you know, actually will be pretty good against Marauders. And I feel like Forsaken have been making a bit of a comeback here in the meta. Obviously, they can trade well with a lot of the new Skaven stuff. They're relatively fast, and they obviously hit very hard. So people pick Helmengorst now because he's cheap. Yeah, he's like, you know, you pay what for a Mortis Engine? You pay 1,600, 1,500. You know, Helmengorst costs like 600 or 700. It's a big difference. Yeah. Hi, Sophie. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. And Sashimi Nissan says, I'll make sure. I have not been able to get in contact with your opponent. Well, let me know if you have any trouble and I can help out. All right, guys. Yeah, the Werekin game was so good. And before we start, one more donation from Thomas Peterson. Cheers for bringing more content to watch the Netflix turn. Here's to my monthly subscription. Thank you for the 139 NOK, dude. Super generous, brother. And yeah, a lot more content coming. A lot more content coming indeed. And now the battle rages on. The hordes of chaos advance on one another. I love this. Like, you just know both armies are going to bring a shit ton of Marauder Horsemasters and Horsemen just to, like, cockfight one another. Throg taking quite a bit of damage, though. I wonder if he's going to use the Vomit. Yeah, he's taking a lot. You got to be careful with Throg Daddy, man. He does heal, but, you know, this still is a lot. And if you're a little bit close to the battlefield, he could potentially break off too, especially since the edge is just like right here. We are in Troll Country, so Throg is certainly on his map. Ouch, that is a really, really tough way to start the game for Wicked. Throg taking that much damage definitely sucks, but again, if you're conservative, if you're careful, he's going to be able to heal up and he'll probably be A-okay. So Iron General definitely getting the upper hand here in the skirmishing fight so far, getting a ton of damage on Throg, and also it looks like some Marauders were somewhat left on the far side of the battlefield away from the pack, and the Forsaken of the Warp Chicken going to be space jamming here with his glorious Zinch. Maybe include Swiss tournament format in the title so people don't think it's players from Switzerland. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. I'll probably make a video describing what it is. Anyways. All right, so the Marauders here are completely run down. You can see the Forsaken able to tear those guys to shreds, no problem. So that's a pretty rough loss. You know, Throg taking that kind of damage, plus also losing a unit of Marauders that early, which did very little damage back, will suck. However, this could be a really nice burning head that could turn the tide. It does go through the Forsaken. Okay, that was really good. It hits the Forsaken, takes down about 30% HP, and also does get the Demon's View. And this is a really beautiful engagement for Norska because 2 relatively expensive infantry units are being pounded by the Feral Mammoths. Throg is also back in business, coming to engage against the Mirror Guard. The Mammoths definitely want to keep focusing there, but now the Space Jam Chicken, Sartorial, is going to be going with his Drumstick. to try and beat down the Feral Mammoth. But you got to be careful. Skinwolf Werekin should be a very good counter here against Arthuriel the Everwatcher. So now he's going to be coming in, going after that turkey. And it looks like here the Marauder Horsemen of Norska are being pressured back by the Hounds, whereas Iron General was able to get a really good rotation. And that's like, this is a huge thing, guys. The fact that the Marauder Horsemen for Norska are on this side and these guys are unpressured right now means they are going to massacre these mammoths super, super hard, man. It's going to be a painful affair. Nonetheless, Feral Mammoths do have the Flaming Sword of Ruin, and the Werekin was able to get some decent damage against Warp Chicken, but it looks like he's lost interest and maybe went over to go see the shiny new Forsaken here. But the Marauder Horsemen, like I said, getting some pretty good damage, although they haven't really gotten a clean volley here on the Feral Mammoths yet. Oh no! Overcasted Final Transmutation in a blob. It hits everything! Oh! It hits the Bale Fiend, it hits the two Mammoths. I think that might be game over right there. Holy shit, that was a nice one. And I think Throg is just dying somewhere on the battlefield. Yeah, he's over here, he's fighting some Forsaken. But that Final Transmutation, holy shit. Value City, man. And you can see the two Mammoths just get wrecked. The Werekin's here, and you know, Norska or Chaos has enough mobility at this point to just chase them off. With proper control, that Mammoth shouldn't come back, and neither should that one. And Forsaken are pretty quick, like I said. 46 speed against 56, that's enough to chase it off the battlefield. They're going to be right on its heels, and now Throg is fully surrounded. And yeah, Throg Daddy's in trouble, man. He's taking javelins to the face. He does pop the Wintertooth Crown, making his valiant last stand. Wicked going out like a true hero of Norska. The unbreakable Throg marching into a torrent of fire. Look at the cinematic. Yep, there he goes. And down goes Throg. GG, well played. A quicker game there, but again, it was a much smaller map, so that was bound to happen. Plus, it was a Chaos versus Norska match, which pretty much always means like a slobber knocker like that. Very well played to both players. Awesome game by Iron General. Awesome series by both players, and Wicked played a great game as well. But in the end, the Final Transmutation plus Throg taking that damage in the beginning, I think was the straw that broke the camel's back. Yeah, it was a great series. Very well played to both players, man. Very well played. And that is going to be a 3-2. So let's take a look here. And you know what I'll do is I'll make a graphic that explains what a Swiss League is, and then I'll just like throw it up in between games. Yeah, because Swiss League is just a weekly format. So you play offline and, you know, play one game a week. It's really fun. Yeah, poor Throg got punished. And honestly, without that Final Transmutation, the Mammoths might have been able to fight and grind out there, but that nuke, it hit everything. It hit like the Mammoths, the Werekin, and the Bale Fiend. Just so much value there. It was just really punishment. It was really cool to see a Forsaken battle line too. Like, you rarely see that. I mean, they didn't do that much, but they also didn't take much damage. They just didn't get a chance to fight, really. Yeah. It was a really, really well-played game. All right. There you have it. Chaos are the true Chaos after all. So the league is currently closed for this season, but there will be another season starting in probably end of February. So there's a sign-up period in my Discord that went for like 2 weeks or a week and a half. And, you know, we got over 125 people, but I do drop Discord links generally. So you guys should see that if you haven't joined the Discord before. Some of you guys might be new, but don't worry. Even aside from this, I'm going to be having ECLs, which all of you guys can join. I'm going to be having other leagues that'll be going on as soon as this one's over. Let me see if this works. So I'm going to try and drop a Discord link here. Let me see if that works. Can you guys see that Discord link? Because when I was doing it yesterday, it wasn't working. So please let me know if you guys can see the Discord. I'm actually going to check and see if new arrivals are coming in. Yeah, okay. Cool. It looks like people are joining right now, so it looks like the link is working, which is great. No dwarves yet in this game, but the next series does indeed have a dwarf game. Yeah. All right, let's do this. One sec. Hold on, guys. Just got to manage something real quick here. One second. Almost done. Is all right, guys, almost ready. Very good. All right. Well played to Wicked and the Iron General. Now we will be moving on over to our next battle. Should be quite a bit of fun. So let's see which one we're going to cast. So next up we have, I'm just going to delete these replays real quick because otherwise they'll just sit there forever and just bog up my replay folder with a million replays as if I don't have enough. I actually already played my Series 2 in this week's league. But the gentleman I played, though he played very well, was a newer player. Let's see here. All right, looks good. Man, we had so many matches go to Game 5. And what was really cool about the Swiss League was seeing like a lot of new players join. Who are getting into multiplayer but had been watching streams and practicing and like doing really well against like proven tournament players. I think that was like probably one of my favorite aspects of it. All right. We're about ready, guys. Just getting everything set up for the next match here. And for this one, let's see, what do we have here? All right, so we have Talaxlan Soothsayer against Gran Brindle. This should be quite a fun series. So let's go ahead and update the nameplates. Soothsayer versus Gran Brindle. Yeah, the Faction War finals yesterday was absolutely insane. It was super good. All right, looks good. Excellent, Anakin. So let's load into the first game here. It's going to be the Empire of Soothsayer against the Beastmen of Gran Brindle. Gran Brindle, of course, is a dwarf specialist, but he's also quite good at a couple other factions. I've seen him do very well with Lizardmen, and I think his other main faction might be Norska or Chaos. Can't remember. We've had him in Faction Wars as dwarves. Although the most successful dwarf of all time we've had in our Faction Wars, hands down, Yumai's. Getting to the grand finals and taking a game off Skaven was super, super impressive. Man, that was really quite a magical moment. All right, guys, the second best of 5 of the day is going to be Talaxlan Soothsayer against Gran Brindle. This, of course, also took place in the Swiss League. And after this, I'll be showing you guys the Swiss League kind of outcome, or the structure. I'll show you guys the webpage so you can see pretty much how it works and everything. All right, guys. So for the armies here of Soothsayer, it's going to be a front line of Flagellant Sigmar Sons, backed up by Spearmen and Swordsmen, so just 8 troops into the sunset. Volkmar the Grim, a Bright Wizard, and Soothsayer is going to be coming in with Quad Pistolier. This is more or less identical to the build I use. I think I use Knights of the Blazing Sun instead, but it's really strong. Basically, Pistoliers can kite Centaurs and Hounds, also give you focus fire against Minotaurs and Spawn. Volkmar helps you win the infantry fight with the Forsaken and Unbreakable troops and terror routes, and then Empire Knights or whatever other cav you have just kind of clean things up. It's a very, very solid and proven Empire build. Now for Gromby, a very unorthodox build. Going for Ungor Spearmen into the sunset. He does also have Ungor Raiders. We got a Bray Shaman of Shadows. I have Morsleep, Morker, Korok's Manrippers in the back as well against the Empire Heavy Cavalry and Butchers of Kalkengard. A super elite Beastman build. I'm quite curious to see. They actually told me the series was good. I haven't watched the replays yet, so I'm going to be watching this one with you guys. I, of course, had seen the one with Wicked and Iron General, but this one I haven't seen yet, so should be quite a bit of fun. So here comes the Sons of Sigmar advancing on the defensive Bray Herd position. Pretty interesting stuff. Ungor Raiders on paper should be quite good against Flagellants, but my concern is that the front line of the Destroyers and Spearmen and all these chaff units are going to get massacred by Volkmar and the Flagellants, and then from there, the bows will fall shortly after. So we will see. So if we look here, Volkmar is making his way in. Really nice fireball play so far from the Bright Wizard. Been able to drop 2 fireballs on that Bray Shaman, and getting rid of the Bray Shaman and Pendulum definitely is quite nice. Pendulum's very good against like Sigmar Sons and those type of units, but Bowman shooting into the Flagellants here, doing some really nice damage. In the meantime, excuse me. You can see the Chaos Warhounds with Poison are chasing down the Pistoliers, but there is some Empire Knights nearby that should be able to salvage that position. And now there's going to be a fat burning head. Nice dodge there by Gromby, though. He still takes a partial hit, but is able to move them into the Sigmar Sons. And now we do have the Goreherds and the Flagellants, which Goreherds actually might win that. Goreherds do have really good damage output. But the burning head continues to go through the formation. But the front line is broken. The valiant Sons of Sigmar able to break through those Destroyers of Drakewald. And now Gran Brindle is going to be pushing in with the Butchers of Kalkengard as well as the Minotaurs. And you can see the Warp Gaze has been activated, so Volkmar is locked in place. But oh no, the Soulfire Bombardment able to do so much damage. And really, the Empire is massively controlling the mobile game. A little Pendulum there. Kind of a miss, unfortunately. Looks like Gromby was a little bit off on his cast there, but it's okay. But the Empire Knight's going to be flanking up with the support of Spearmen. All 4 Pistoliers, I think, are in good shape, which is really, really bad for the Beastmen. That means that, for example, the Eye of Moresleep can be focused down. Because otherwise, there's not much in this army outside of Pistoliers and, basic Spearmen, I suppose, that can do well against the Eye of Moresleep here, so Volkmar the Grim continuing to run through the formation. Here we have a massive Bray Herd melee fight. The Butchers of Kalkengard able to beat down these Flagellants, of course, with the support of Morker the Shadowgave. But now the Empire has gotten into the back line. Soothsayer's jaws clenching here on the neck of the Beastmen. And I think that the Pistoliers are going to be able to run in and probably do some pretty massive disruption here against the Ungor Raiders. Yeah, there you see it, man. Ungor Raiders getting peppered down pretty good. Butchers of Kalkengard are falling back, and they do get a good engagement, actually. They're able to intercept the Pistoliers and get a couple terror routes, which are kind of close to the edge of the battlefield, so there's a chance they could run off, but it's most likely not. Not quite that close. But will there be a collapse from the Empire and the Butchers of Kalkengard? Certainly a really good play by Gromby. Actually normalizes the bounce of power a little bit by buckling off those two Pistoliers. Empire Knights coming in for a charge, trying to get on top of the Butchers of Kalkengard, but those guys seem to be pretty mobile, and of course Butchers do heal. They've only lost one model in total. So the Butchers of Kalkengard still very much in good shape. Now they are attacked by the Empire Knights and do decide to take the fight, and a couple Empire Knights immediately fall. Obviously that's a good fight here. Oh man, oh that pendulum can be really good. Oh, nice cast there by Grom Brindle. Able to do some really nice damage against those Pistoliers. And you can see, even though it didn't break them, there are a ton of dead Pistolier models here, which means a lot less DPS essentially coming out. So the battle rages on here. Really solid game between these two players. The Beastmen still have a very scary pocket of the Koroks Manrippers and Morker, but their summons are also about to disappear. And the Butchers of Kalkengard do not want to be in a big blob fight against like state troops and things like that. It's going to be pretty ugly for them, especially considering there's so many unbreakable units for the Empire, so terror routes really aren't going to be that helpful. And really unfortunate for the Beastmen is the fact that the Pistoliers are back in business. Yeah, that's going to hurt. Butchers of Kalkengard are actually confident still, believe it or not. But once the focus fire from all of these Outriders or the Wild Riders, the Rough Riders comes in, it's going to be very, very rough for those guys to perform here. So the Grand Hammer of Sigmar is active. The Bray Shaman of Shadows is broken. And you can see when the summons disappear and some of the characters start to break, it really, really becomes an Empire-favored game here. And it looks like the Eye of Morsleaf is pretty much going to be the last bastion of hope, as Soothsayer is chasing down all of the archers. Pistoliers are in a dominant position. Fireballs are still coming out from the Bray Shaman as well, or the Bright Wizard, excuse me. And, yeah, I don't think the Beastmen have a chance. There's just too many state troops left, and Volkmar is too healthy. Volkmar is, like, full health. He's going to be able to troll the Butchers, and also the AoE, the multiplicative effects here. Like, just the Hammer of Sigmar and all these state troops is just such good value. And at this point, I think it's a bit of a foregone conclusion. I don't think the Beastmen are going to be able to do a whole lot, so we'll do a little bit of fast forwarding, and you can see the game is over at that point. So, GG, well played! Soothsayer. If any of you guys are looking how to play Empire against Beastmen and what's going to be quite useful about these Swiss tournaments, you're going to be seeing some very high-level play, quite consistently. You can, like, emulate these builds. You can see what works. You can take the build. You can make it your own. Like, this build is great with Volkmar, but it also could work with other lords as well. You could bring, Franz, or you could bring Boris, for example. All sorts of cool stuff. So, yeah, Volkmar was a beast. Obviously, most of the state troops did their part. Nothing too crazy. Pistoliers were able to accrue decent value, but not too much, actually. Really, Volkmar put that game on his back, it seemed. For the Beastmen army, it was cool. It was very unique. Normally, Beastmen are a very wide army, but Grom Brindle, it's funny, because Grom Brindle is a dwarf player, right? So he is going to be kind of playing Beastmen like dwarves. He's got like an artillery piece, some archers, and like cheap chaff to like protect them. It's really funny to see him like play the Beastmen just like he plays his dwarves, right? Which is pretty fun. All right, that's game one going to Soothsayer. How many RORs are allowed by tournament rules? There's no limit on RORs. You can bring as many as you want. Yeah. Yeah, Soothsayer's Empire, he's probably one of the best Empire players in the community. I always try and invite him for Faction Wars, but unfortunately he's been working on weekends lately, so he hasn't been able to attend the recent Faction Wars, but we'll see what we can do for upcoming ones, man. More of a decisive than pure victory. It was actually kind of even for a while. But yeah, then the Empire got the full surround and just buckled the Beastmen flanks. That's why you need some like Centaurs or Poison Hounds to chase those Pistoliers. You just can't let them run rampant. Yeah. You can't let them run rampant, my friends. There you have it. Let's go to the next game. Let's do it. We have a donation coming in from Kalendros. Longtime lurker, big fan. What happened to your love of Norska? They kind of just got a little dated for me. I am someone who, if you're looking at my tournament prowess, my best factions are the newest two factions. So for example, like if I'm playing in tournaments, I am actually really solid right now at Empire, Skaven, and Wood Elves. It's kind of I roll with the tide because obviously on my YouTube channel, I'm covering newer content. So whatever it is, I kind of get good at it for a short period of time. You want to know the value on the Knights? Sure, I can show you. 891, 426, and 405. Butchers of Kalkengard, 1100, not bad. And the Cygor did good. These two units didn't do bad for the Beastmen. I think he just needed a little bit more durability in the front line. Like, he was defending more or less with some pretty light chaff. Not too much to deal with Volkmar either. Volkmar, yeah, you need some mass. Maybe like a Gorbel, but Gorbel just comes, gets punted, right? I don't know, we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and load into the next match here. And there we go. So this is going to be Gran Brindle against Soothsayer once again in this best of 5 showdown. It's going to be Soothsayer on Norska and Gran Brindle on Lizardman. Yeah. Let's do it, guys. Soothsayer, of course, leading the forces of Wulfric the Wanderer. The Lizardmen here are going to be led by a Blueberry Toad. Also, guys, I know many of you guys may be worrying about the fact that you can tell who wins the series based on who is player 1. Well, I've made instructions for players who win and lose to both send me replays. So I've mixed them up, so it's not going to be quite as obvious. All right. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's see what's cracking. It's going to be Soothsayer leading the forces of Norska, facing off against the dreaded lizard people, who once again are being played like dwarves. I love it, man. I love it. Gran Brindle is so true to his people. Yeah, it's pretty fun, though, nonetheless. All right, guys. So if we take a look here at the forces of Soothsayer, he's going to be having a front line of Marauders. Looks like 4 in total. Couple of Marauder Champions with Great Weapons, which I really love that tech by Sooth. That's basically a countermeasure against Temple Guard boxes, and he's got 2 of them. Very, very well played. They trade super well there. Wulfric, a Shadowcaster. A fair amount of Marauder Horsemen to deal Pterodon Harass, and it looks like some Marauder Hunter Javelins in the back with the Miststalkers. Nice little army. It's got plenty of anti-air. You know, definitely Pterodon Harass can be quite annoying. So these guys flying overhead will be a little bit of a troll. Now for the Lizard army here, it's going to be a battle line of Temple Guard. Yeah, so going for a Temple Guard box. Temple Guard are actually quite good against Norska. They trade well with most infantry, and also are very good against Norscan monsters, mammoths, Fimir, Skinwolves, you name it. He's got spears on the flanks, and he does also have the Umbral Tide double solar engine with a Salon of Light. So with this much ranged, and also Barona's Time Warp on top of Temple Guard is really, really powerful. This is going to be a good build. Gran Brindle hasn't played Dwarves yet in the series, but this is game 2 here. So we will see how this goes. Soothsayer's on Norska. Gran Brindle is down a game, but he is currently playing his Lizards, and it's getting a little bit of decent poke here. What's cool about having these as replays, we can do a little bit of fast forwarding as the skirmish phase goes on, so we don't have to sit here and watch a Pterodon chase a Horseman for 45 minutes. On the far side, it looks like there was an engagement. You can see the Pterodon Rider did engage. Solar engines are actually blasting in. This might actually end up being a decent trade here for Gromby. If he's able to break the Horseman. Yeah, we'll see, though. He's at -2 leadership on his own Pterodon Riders, who appear to have broken, although the Marauder Horseman broke as well, so I bet a bit of a wash, to be honest. And yeah, Norska just doing a slow push, really just trying to get its bearings before it marches over the hill, because as soon as it clears the hill, this is where things are going to get real, real crazy. So here comes the Norscan Horde, advancing, 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 and now we can get this party started. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So what are the solar engines going to be shooting? It looks like they're actually going after Wulfric. Yeah, they're going after Big Thickness himself. That is kind of my concern with this Lizard army. I mean, the Temple Guard, of course, can fight against Wulfric, but there's no, like, Carnosaur or anything to stop Wulfric from really ramming into the Temple Guard. However, we do also have the Umbral Tide in the back. Anti-large Salamander RORs. They really will be able to melt Wulfric pretty efficiently. Look at that. Shem's Burning Gaze coming down on Wulfric as well. Gran Brindle really putting a lot of resources into trying to kill there. And the fact that these Marauder champs got so beat up on the approach means the Temple Guard probably will win that fight, especially with the Barona's Time Warp. Yeah, Gromby, very well played. Oh no, Foz Protection actually. Look at that. Armor and melee defense. So yeah, 62 melee defense should give the Temple Guard an advantage in that fight. So Salamanders shooting in there, getting some decent poke and stroke. You can see Wulfric here, the Blood Statue of Spite has been cast on him. I don't think it does much damage against single entities, but yeah, Wulfric's taking a bit of damage. The Salamander's kind of just sitting and shooting at him is pretty serious for sure. Now look at that, some nice focus fire coming in. Foe Seeker, Fight or Die activated, but this could actually be a big problem. Although, oh, a big pendulum right here is going to be brutal. Nice play there by Sooth. Value City, man, going through both of those elite Temple Guard, allowing his Marauder champions to retake their position of advantage here in this particular engagement. Now in the backfield, it looks like a timed banishment going down by Gran Brindle. It just barely kind of misses there. It was a really nice attempt, but the Salamanders are able to bump and move, and it looks like Wulfric is shattered. Holy shit. So Wulfric got like pinned in amongst Temple Guard. He got blasted by Solar Engines and Salamanders, and Wulfric actually just straight up died there. Now here we have Pterodon Riders going in and diving pretty hard, and look at that, the 2 Pterodon Riders actually defeating the Hunters as well as the Marauder Horsemen in combat. And really nice maneuverability here by Gran Brindle. He's able to get these Salamanders and move away there. And yeah, now he's all cozy, man. He's sitting in good shape, but Wulfric got pounded there in that battle, man. Brutal, brutal stuff. Now, Sooth isn't out of the game yet. He does have many of the ranged aspects locked down, and also the Temple Guard. I guess there's still a Temple Guard here in good shape, and the Salon is still backed up, protecting them. The Foz Protection, pretty cool. I mean, it makes them more or less impervious against, like, Marauder tier infantry, and the Pterodon Riders are just doing a great job shutting down the javelins and other range tools. And here, Grombrindle has really used his repositioning very effectively and was able to get these guys in shape and is now going to be shooting. So there he goes, my friend. Bastillodon with the Solar Engine being attacked by Famir. These are the Miststalkers, so they're not the dedicated anti-large variant, but they still do very well against big armor. Scroll of Shielding active by Soothsayer coming from the Balefiend. But the Salamanders, man, they're getting some good work, although a big overcasted Pendulum probably going down here. Yeah, nice Pendulum. Pendulum was actually nerfed in this patch, so it's not quite as good as it was before. Still worth bringing, still very good in many matchups, but it's a little bit weaker than it was before. Balance of Power is obviously in Grombrindle's favor, but it's kind of ebbing and flowing, back and forth and back and forth. If he could pick off the Solar Engine, and maybe get the Miststalkers in there to go after the Salon. And yeah, you can see actually, ooh, might be in a little bit of trouble here. The Toad, it does have the Shield of the Old Ones in the Aura of Pretzel, but he is going to be getting attacked by the Miststalkers as well as the Balefiend. This Toad should be taking some damage, but the Aura of Pretzel really helping to keep him alive here in this situation. More Chariots coming in the back from Sooth. Salamanders still have pretty good ammunition and are, in the words of the great Danny DeVito from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, they just started blasting and they did not stop, my friend. Shooting into that Marauder Chariot, which is currently afflicted by the Nets of Amnutok. Now, a fair amount of Lizard Infantry left. Certainly a little bit of a problem for Norska. We have Temple Guard here. We have Temple Guard and, I believe, a Bastillodon fighting here shoulder to shoulder. The Salon is getting really beaten down, though. This could be a way for Soothsayer to get back in this game, for sure. Miststalkers are trying their best. Cold-Blooded is currently active to give a leadership boon, obviously not to prevent Rampage, but I have to say, this Salon has been tanking like an absolute champion. And here comes Sara Spears. Ooh, a Banishment too. Will probably break those Berserkers. As soon as they get hit by that, they're going to probably break and run. Yeah, there it comes. A fair amount of damage. Surprised they're not terror routing. I guess, Berserkers, are they always immune to Psychology, or is it only during Frenzy? I can't remember. Yeah, something to consider. I'll have to look into that. But the Salon is actually broken. Soothsayer, despite not having a Lord for like 80% of this game, is fighting really, really hard. Just showing truly how high level of a player he is. But I don't think there's going to be a way. I think there's just too many Temple Guard left. And also the double Solar Engines, both of which seem to have some ammo. And like he can't really attack this Solar Engine anymore because of the Sara Spears here. And yeah, look at this. Grombrindle doing an excellent job. Excellent job. Just chasing things down with his Pterodons. In the beginning of the game, we saw Grombrindle have an excellent play of shutting down the Javelin line using the Powhawks Sentinels. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. A Digital Ladder turn is still on YouTube. Nobody offered him a contract yet. I don't know what contract they would offer me, man, but, you know, appreciate the compliment. You know, unfortunately, there's no, you know, huge, massive arena-filling esports scene for Total War Warhammer, but we're trying our best. And there you go. Well played. Grombrindle is on the board. Soothsayer, Grombrindle, 1-1. Best of 5. Let's keep this game going, man. Lizards with a very nice win. A very good sniping of Wulfric. Definitely won him the game. If Wulfric had survived a little bit longer, might have gone the other way. It was a really good match. I enjoyed that one. Wulfric obviously got canned. The Famir Balefiends got 1,500 value. Marauder Champions did pretty good, despite being focused. 1,200 on this one at least. And the rest of the Norscan army kind of just did their thing. Let's look here. Salamanders. Wow, look at that. Grombrindle's Salamanders got 2,000 value. Temple Guard 600, 1,100, and 1,400. So Temple Guard clearly did very well. And the Solar Engines both more or less almost paid for themselves. Pretty good build. It was cool. Pretty cool indeed. If you got a contract to offer me, man, you know, I'm listening. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on over to the next game. Well played. The Wulfric gooning certainly was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now we load into the next one. So let me go ahead and delete the ones I already casted. So we had the Beastmen vs. Empire game, and then we had the Lizards vs. Norska. So next up, we have Talaxla and Soothsayer on the High Elves, facing off against the Dwarves of Grombrindle, which my Dawi heart is already in pain for Grombrindle here, as this is, you know, obviously Dwarves can win it, but in my experience, this is a super painful matchup. That's right, Optimus Fine. Berserkers are always immune to Psychology, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Some units have ITP based on Frenzy, but I suppose Berserkers are always immune to Psych, yeah. Yeah, I'll give you the Discord right now. Let me go ahead and pause the game, and we'll get this party started. All right. So what I'm really excited to show you guys is the whole Swiss League breakdown, so you can see like all the games that are going on this week and everything. It should be quite a bit of fun. All right. And here you go. There's the Discord link. Enjoy. Welcome. Come join the party. And yeah, I think we're all set. Let's jump back into the game. Let's do it to it. I think I'm loaded in. Yep. High Elves versus Dwarves, the dreaded matchup. I, as someone who has played a lot of Dwarves in my time, is certainly hate this matchup with a passion. But let's go ahead and see if Grombrindle, who of course is a Dwarf specialist, can win it. For Soothsayer, he's going to be coming in with white lines of Krace into the sunset. No, yeah, I agree with you. Skaven is way worse than High Elves. I'd rather fight High Elves any day of the week than Skaven. So we got white lions. We got quad archers. Interesting. So maybe the archer check here from Sooth is a countermeasure against like Slayers. Like just 4 archers kind of peppering into Slayers is pretty cool. We do also have double lion chariots of Krace, which are the way to go because they have missile resist against thunders and all that good stuff. A noble on a chariot, Larry up in the sky, as well as Reavers. This is like a really solid competitive high elf build here in this matchup. Soothsayer definitely not memeing at all, just coming in straight for business. So now for Gromby, he's got a front line of Dwarf Warriors, a mixed missile core of Rangers mixed in with Thunders, as well as a triple Iron Drake Trollhammer Torpedo, Miners with blasting charges, a single Slayer, and it looks like of course, it's going to be Grombrindle, the White Dwarf. So this is going to be a tough one. Not only is Grombrindle playing probably one of the best players of all time in Total War Warhammer, but he's also playing in a really, really hard counter matchup. So, yeah, Hadries, apparently they can see the links, man, so we're back in business. I don't know why it wasn't working during Faction Wars. Very, very strange stuff. So there, the Gyrocopters do get afflicted by Tempest. That's why you bring Larry. Tempest is just so good here, and you can see a single overcasted Tempest. Pretty much just, it's like, let me click this button and get 800 gold value. Well, I guess the Gyrocopters still have all 3 models, so not the worst situation in the world. A little bit of skirmishing going on. Rangers, of course, only have 40 armor, so High Elf Archers actually will hurt them. And High Elf Archers do have 180 range against 160, so they do have the range advantage, which is very annoying for the Dwarves. So Soothsayer with proper positioning, because what Sooth is trying to do here, for anyone who's a little bit newer to the scheme of things, is he's trying to like force Grombrindle to overextend with his Rangers and kind of like get his army in an awkward position, because in that main formation, it's hard to bunker bust. But now that the Rangers have scooted forward, what's going to happen is Sooth will probably countercharge and start to move in now, so then the Rangers are having to run back to cover instead of actually sitting out here and shooting. So yeah, little something something. And yes, I've explained what the Swiss League is. If some of you guys in chat could give people the breakdown, I'll of course make a video detailing it. I think I'm going to do a podcast as well, just briefly talking about it and explaining all the details, and you know, maybe like a week by week analysis of like all the matchups and you know who won what, and I think that would be pretty fun to look at. So here we have the Dwarf Warriors moving out so far. Another Tempest going down, able to pretty much wreck the Gyrocopters. It's not the biggest deal in the world though. I mean, that's 2 Tempests from Larry. That's less Earthbloods you have to deal with, you know. The Gyrocopters, I suppose, paid the price. The problem is that Brimstone Gun Gyrocopters are really good against Lion Chariots of Krace and Chariots in general. So the Dwarves are, and yeah, at the end of the stream, I'll explain the format to all of you guys. I probably should have done that in the beginning, but by doing that, I would be spoiling who won these games. So, yeah, White Lions are really good in this matchup too. AP, missile resist, like everything you need to fight Dwarves, right? Like, you could honestly just spam White Lions and Lion Chariots of Krace and like Alariel, and you'll be like more or less okay against Dawi. This is probably the second worst matchup in the game for Dwarves, but it can be won. I've seen it won in tournaments at high levels, but we'll see if Grombrindle can pull it off here. So now the guns are dropping some shots here on the Lion Chariots of Krace, but the White Lions are moving their way in as well, and Soothsayer coming for a balls-deep pressure play in the back. Trollhammer Torpedoes, though, singing in there, getting some nice shots here against the Lion Chariots and the Nobles and all that sort of good stuff. However, the Miners with blasting charges are run over, nice and good like, and also, oh my god, the Slayers are getting massacred as well, holy shit. Those Slayers took so much damage from that charge. Ouch, that really sucks. That's really, really painful for the Dwarves. Now here we have a nice little Thunder Volley onto the Lion Chariots, also being focused by Trollhammers and Rangers and things like that, but they're still going to be forcing the Thunderers to run, and oh man, big nuke coming down to the Dwarves, able to just flatline that Noble here, and Grombrindle, the White Dwarf, he's moving in, baby! He's got the Flash Bomb. Now this Noble has 22 speed, and Grombrindle with his new mass changes is standing in front of the Chariot just doing some dance moves, and also clubbing the Chariot at the same time. Really nice play. Soothsayer does respond trying to heal it, but getting a Noble Chariot off the battlefield that early is a huge, huge victory for the Dwarves. Now elsewhere, we do have some Dwarf Warriors in reserve. Iron Drakes are trying to fall back at this point, so are the Thunderers, but the High Elf Chariots and frontline fights certainly going very well for them. Here we do have the Trollhammer Torpedoes also being caught by Larry. Some Dwarf Warriors are going to be rushing in to try and free these guys up, but really the Lion Chariots of Krace are doing some big, thick damage, and the Archers are more or less shooting with impunity. I would imagine the Archers are just shooting at Slayers. That's definitely what they should be shooting. But all the Archers are at about half ammo. Now, balance of power is actually relatively even at this point, but I don't know for how much longer the balance will be even, as the High Elves seem to be compromising many of the missile positions. However, look at this. Grombrindle did get some Iron Drakes back online. He also got these Thunderers back online, and Larry is actually taking some shots, and some of the Trollhammer Torpedo shots are shooting in and might be able to kill a Lion Chariot. But that missile resist on those guys really probably, you know, ultimately has saved them a model so far. Gromby running in and getting a huge chop, and you see instead of getting run over, he actually like just bugs out and continues to attack them. So the mass changes have been a huge buff to the dwarves here in this matchup. So we will see. Grombrindle still fighting the good fight. If you had a flash bomb, that'd be really clutch right now to slow down these Lion Chariots of Grace, but it looks like Soothsayer is pulling ahead in this situation. You can see all the archers are moving in and just getting great poke. The noble's even back at this point, which is a big problem. And yeah, all the dwarf range tools are more or less shut down, with the exception of this one Iron Drake Trollhammer Torpedo, which probably will be going down here. So in a best of 5 format, as it currently stands, you have a pick 1, ban 1 system, which means that Grombrindle probably picked dwarves and banned Skaven, and then Soothsayer probably counterpicked with the High Elves here. It's pretty risky. Dwarves, I don't recommend picking as a first faction in tournament play. You want to wait for your opponent to have their turn to pick and then counterpick with dwarves. That way you can like make sure it's not High Elves or Skaven. First picking dwarves is a very risky play in my opinion, and it looks like Grombrindle has paid the ultimate troll toll for his mistake there. Yeah, there you have it. Grombrindle's making his last stand. High Elf archers peppering into the morass of dwarven bodies. There's still too many white lions left, and also the Lion Chariots of Grace are like in perfect health more or less. I think one of them took a little bit of damage. And what Sooth will do now is probably get Alariel the Radiant and go chase down the Iron Drakes with the Trollhammer Torpedoes and just cause some nice disruption around the battlefield. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this is more or less a foregone conclusion. I've seen this happen 100 times. So, you know, if I wasn't sure about it, I wouldn't fast forward here. And I haven't seen this replay. I just have seen this a million times before, and I know the dwarves have 0 chance of winning here. So, Grombrindle going to be completely surrounded here. Cycle charged by chariots, beaten on by white lions. He is unbreakable now, which is cool. It might take some time. You know, he'll have his valiant last stand, but there's absolutely no way the dwarves can win at this point. Why not blind picks? So blind picks lead to like, yeah, most people in the competitive community like frown on blind picks because with a pick and ban system, you can get fair matchups across the board. If you have like experience, like, and you know what your bad matchups are for the factions you play, you're almost never going to get put in a bad matchup. In this case, Grombrindle, you know, could have picked any number of other factions and would have been okay, but the dwarf counterpicking with dwarves is so much better because that's a whole nother layer to tournament play, is like counterpicking and like properly knowing like what your faction's bad matchups are. That's like what separates many newer players from higher level players, is like knowing the pick and ban phase well. Blind picks are kind of silly because it becomes a little bit RNG based. Like imagine you go into a tournament, you're hyped to play, right? You go in, you pick dwarves blind, and your opponent picks High Elves blind. You lose. Like, that sucks. You have no control over that. You're most likely going to lose. Whereas with a pick and ban system, you can be more careful and you can get fair matchups. In blind pick, which I used to do all the time in the early days, you know, you kind of just get dunked on, which sucks. Yeah, not for serious. I agree. Blind picks are not the way to go for serious competitive play. All right, so Larry did great. You know, Noble did fine. Lion Chariots of Grace just went balls deep, 1,700 and 1,000 respectively. You know, don't need to get too much into that. Gromby did well, though. Gromby was an ace. 1,800 value on him, like really solid for sure. I think too many range units. Probably cut the Rangers, keep the Thunders and the Trollhammer Torpedoes, get like another Slayer. Like, you need Dragonback Slayers here. They are so good against High Elves. Like, being able to slow down the Chariots and things like that. I think the build was a little bit suboptimal against Soothsayer's High Elves. You can win this with Dwarves. You can win it. But, you know, I don't think that build had any chance of beating Soothsayer's High Elves based on what I see there. Yep, and there you have it, guys. This could potentially be the last one here. Soothsayer is up 2-1. And now we're going to be jumping on over to the next match. Game 4 in this series. If Grombrindle wins it, the series will be normalized. And we're going to get this party started, man. High Elves versus Dwarves. It's in the back burner. And now we got Tomb Kings versus Wood Elves. Oh, this should be interesting. What about a tabletop style registered army? Hey, Rich B. It's fun. It's definitely a fun idea. So I would do that format, but Lore Master of Sotek, you know, started doing that format on his channel, so it's kind of his thing. So if he asked me to do it for him, I would. But, you know, that's Sotek's jam. He does the tabletop tournament, so, you know. All right. Tomb Kings versus Wood Elves. Now, I want to see this because I've been struggling with Tomb Kings against Wood Elves. The new one. So Soothsayer is definitely going to be a very good build inspiration piece here. Yes. Good, Anakin, good. Here we go. Let's party. Let's have some fun. I'm sure there's going to be some Mel Gibson picks. Thank you guys all for joining today. This is going to be a regular stream series like once a week whatever good games we had from that Swiss League, I'll go through and like cast some of them and then show you guys like the breakdown after the fact, which is fun. So, all right, let's load it in. Let's do it to it. For Chilaxlan Soothsayer, he's going to be playing not the Wood Elves, no, he's playing Tomb Kings. Okay, so he's got some carrion. Got a nice little front battle line of skeleton warriors. You obviously don't need great troops. A single skeleton chariot is really nice, because pretty much every single Wood Elf infantry unit is weak to chariots. All of them. Dryads, Blade Singers, War Dancers, Azrai Spears. I don't care if you have spears. They have light armor, and if they're not braced, they're going to get run the hell over. On top of that, we do have double Ushapti Great Bow as well, and it looks like a Screaming Meme Catapult here. Screaming Meme Catapult's always been a good cheap option just to poke high elf range units, and that's pretty much it. Ark in the Black on Horse for his summons and death magic, and 2 or 3 Nehekar Horsemen in the back to just run interference. These guys are amazing against the Wood Elves. The Nehekar Horsemen do a great job. They have pretty good combat stats for their cost, 38 weapon strength, low AP, but the entire Wood Elf roster more or less is low armor. So yeah. Alacrity Total War, yeah, Gyrocopter spam is pretty good against high elves. Granted, Soothsayer bought Archers plus Tempest, so it's a little bit dicey. If you mess up once in Blob, yeah. Hadries is correct. Sigvald will beat any Dwarf Lord one-on-one, including Grombrindle. I was playing in a tournament match the other day, and I had Grombrindle fighting Sigvald. I 100% thought I was going to win. I was like, oh, this will win me the game. You know, Grombrindle will beat the hell out of Sigvald. I'll take the advantage. But no, Grombrindle lost to Sigvald. Sigvald took like 0 damage, and yeah, I lost the game because of it. It was pretty crazy. So, Dryad front line here. Dryads are very, very good against Tomb King's infantry. Obviously, high DPS against light armor. We got a battle line of Starfire Shafts, which is also a very good choice. Starfire Shafts do fire damage, which is good against Tomb Kings and also AP. Got a Spellslinger of Shadows. Some Wildwood Rangers, a very interesting choice there. I don't know if I agree with that. They do have anti-large when they're in the forest, but if they're not, then they're just kind of like great weapon infantry, which aren't really good against Tomb Kings in general. I would have rather have seen Azrai Spears. Oh, man, and that meme casket. Holy shit. Did some fat damage against those Glade Guard there. That was really painful. So the Screaming Meme is already paying for itself. Grombrindle does also have the Master of the Wild Hunt, so Orion is in the front lines, but you know, I can foresee Soothsayer's chariots being a big problem. In this matchup, as Wood Elves, I always like to bring some cavalry to shut down chariot play, because this Skeleton Chariot by itself could cause some big problems. And here they come, screaming through the archers there, able to get some huge value. And you can see those Glade Guard with the Starfire Shafts are doing some work. Orion's trying to hunt him down, but because Orion is back here hunting down this chariot and trying to like fend off the carrion, the Wood Elf front line is a little bit unsupported. Granted, the Dryads are still out trading the Skeleton Spearmen, but Soothsayer is going to be getting rear charges maybe with the Horsemen. A little bit hard to tell what he wants to do with those guys right now, but so far the Tomb King's Chariot's just going balls deep into the Wood Elf lines. All 3 archers, oh, this just pains my soul, are so shut down here. And you know what? I really feel like the Wildwood Rangers were just such a bad pick here. I think you need to use Wild Riders and or a Great Stag Knight just to like have mass to stop this, because otherwise the Nehekara Horsemen are just going to go crazy. I think Grombrindle probably expected a huge defensive build with no, you know, counter like offensive stuff like Nehekara Horsemen and Chariots, but Gromby really is paying the troll toll in the back line. All of his Skeleton Archers are just getting their bread buttered. So now to win this game, the Wood Elves really need to focus their resources here on the main battle line for the Tomb Kings, get in there into melee and just grind them down. I mean, Orion has carried worse games for sure, and there's still 2 units of full health Dryads back here doing great work, but the Skeleton Horsemen Archers or Skeleton Archers really putting a massive amount of hurt to the Wildwood Rangers and making them pay the troll toll. Yeah, you can see that's pretty rough. Orion's doing great work though. Orion is like a master of killing things like Ushapti Greatbow here. And you can see the spears coming down, and yeah, that freaking Ushapti is just going to be tumbling and getting wrecked as well. Yep, and there you have it, guys. The Wood Elves looking to be in dire straits. Granted, they still have a huge amount of reserves back here, and some of the archers are actually coming back, which is really, really nice for Grombrindle. Maybe he'll be able to pull this game back. Orion, like I said, is a scary hard carry. And if Orion can chase down both these Great Bows and methodically kill them both, look at this. We have some Wild Hunters of Kurnus. I have no idea what happened to these guys. Holy shit, where were they? Okay, that's pretty nice. He definitely needed these guys earlier. They must have died to something, or what did they fight? Maybe they killed some Nehekara Horsemen or like 2 units of Horsemen by themselves. I'm not really sure, but now they're getting last to Emerald pretty hard as they charge in and try and rescue their the Master of the Wild Hunt, who appears to be going after the catapult. A little bit hard to tell here. A little bit hard to tell. Dryad still just getting massive value, although a big misplay here by Grombrindle. He's basically chasing the chariots with everything. Like, this is a ton of value chasing one shitty chariot unit. Just let it come to you. It's going to come to you eventually. Because if that Wood Elf force was here, these archers would be dead. The Great Bows would be getting chased by Orion. It would be a whole different game. Whole different game indeed. And here comes the Hawk's Talon. Dropping some bows here. It's going to be going into the Skeleton Horseman Archers. But nice little dodge right there by the Skeletons. And Orion's doing a good job as well. He's getting in there and fighting the Screaming Skull catapults, but that's not where you want him. I mean, they're not going to make a big difference. Like, killing the Ushabti Grapos was the right play. Because those Grapos are pounding him in the back. Although I guess he's just staying the course, trying to finish them off. Nice little Hounds of Mel Gibson right there. Able to get some big damage, actually, on the skeletons right there. But yeah, like now, here comes Orion's Legion, but it's far too late. They're so far away. They're going to get blasted by archers on the approach. They're going to take Ushabti Grapo fire. And now Mel Gibson has popped the Foe Seeker and is coming in here to try and clean up the Ushabti Grapo. He's taking a lot of damage. Cloak of Isha is now activated, though, so now he's got like 66% ward save or something insane like that because of his base 20% plus the 44% ward save. So he's going to be really, really difficult to kill. Unless you have like some big burst and things like that, you know, you're going to have a pretty bad time. So down goes the Ushabti. He kills one right there, but yeah, he's getting melted, man. You know, skeleton archers, certainly not bad here. And it looks like there's going to be a pendulum coming down from the Branch Wraith. That was a nice one. Good cast there. The Dryads have engaged on summoned skeleton warriors from Ark in the Black. Really, really well played by Soothsayer there, screening out the advancing dudes and dudettes. Spellsinger of Shadows is, you know, still in decent shape, but she's not going to make a huge difference. And with Mel Gibson dying here, potentially, yeah, Arkan's even going to fight, it looks like. No, you don't want to. Spirit Leech, magic damage is really, really good against Orion. It surpasses his physical resist. But Orion, the Master of the Wild Hunt, is going. He's throwing the spears while he goes, it looks like. Oh, and down he goes. Yelling freedom. Oh, look at that. That's a dramatic freedom moment right there. Let's see what his face looks like. Yep. You're probably wondering how I got here. I feel like that's like one of those memes. All right, guys. And that is going to be a victory for the Chim Kings. A little bit of a build mispick here from Grombrindle. I don't think the Wildwood Rangers were good. Honestly, every aspect of his guild build was good, except the Wildwood Rangers. You cut those, you get some cheap cav units to fight the Nehekar Horsemen, and suddenly your archers aren't dying in the beginning. Also, overchasing the Chariots was a huge misplay. But Soothsayer is going to be winning the series 3-1. GG indeed. So those are going to be the two series I'm going to be casting for today's stream. I will be doing more over the week, but now I'm going to show you guys the bracket for the Swiss League. And then from there, I'm going to be playing some free-for-all games, just one or two to close out the stream because I think it's always really fun. So, and you can see some of the builds I have schemed for the hot dog stream that's going to be happening this weekend. So let me go ahead and go to the tournament. So let me go ahead. Yeah, I'll explain it all right here. It's going down. It's going down, baby. So let's go here and see what we have cracking. Do I have any way of capturing the web browser? Hold on. So I don't want to click the podcast button because then you guys would see my shirtless form standing here. All right, I think I need to add another one in. Add web browser. Here, hold on. And we'll get this going. Just give me 1 second, guys. In the meantime, we'll just put this up and turn off the starting soon. Give me 1 minute. I was not prepared. You are not prepared. Yeah, some good games for sure. Yeah, but the build just wasn't there. The Wildwood Ranger is a very strange pick. I'm trying to think what they'd be good against. Maybe like Ushabti, things like that. I don't know. Video capture, window capture, browser capture. Then we have, no, not browser capture. It's so funny. I've been doing this so long and I'm still like so primitive when it comes to like, you know, just doing all this. All right, Chrome capture looks good. Come on. Give it to us, Precious. No, that's not working. Okay, well, so much for that. So yeah, we'll have FFAs going and I'll also be showing you the whole Swiss League breakdown right now. Maybe we need the browse display capture. Yeah, that's fine. Website. All right. So here we go. Turn off studio mode. A little bit too fancy. So this is the tournament so far. If you guys take a look, it is a pretty big chungus tournament. We have currently 125 players, which I think is a record for the biggest tournament in Total War history, which is pretty crazy. Like it was just like a casual fun idea, but it turned into such a big event. So many people signed up, which is awesome. So here you can see the progress bar. It's 6 to 7 weeks of competition. Obviously, this is the description of all the rules and everything. And there's like a set time frame. So the sign up phase was December 11th through the 14th. Not as long as I thought it was like a week, but I can't remember. Anyways, you have like 1 week to play your best of 5 match, right? So the first week is the 15th through the 22nd. So the cutoff for this week ends tomorrow. And then we basically have going through. And it was originally going to be 6 weeks, but I think with how many people signed up, it's going to have to be more. So if we move down, and obviously the winner will get a $150 prize. So that's going to be doing it. Ivan, thank you for the donation. Slay everything without a beard. The grudges must be settled. I think we need to settle some grudges. Yeah, I think we need to settle some grudges. So here's what the Swiss League looks like. This is week 1. So you can see I put the maps at the top: Iron Sand, Oak and Hammer, Alpine Ridge. Then the players here have to contact each other through Discord, set up the game, they play during the week, and they report the score here. So you can see here we had like a ton of great games. We had 3-1, 3-1, 3-2. Here was my game. I played against Cole Riker. I had a 3-0. Here's Soothsayer, Grand Brindle. Here's Wicked Iron General. You can see a 3-2. So these are all best of 5s going down. That is a shit ton of games. Here's Hadries with a nice 3-0 win right there. So yeah, a lot of folks you probably recognize from tournaments. We have Soothsayer, we got Felcon in here, we got Hadries, Anticity, like a lot of scary tournament players, which is going to be fun. Yeah, Lotus Moon played his games, and yeah, just here's Zyphos for Swarv here. So we're almost done with this week. There's just 1, 2. I think Felcon and Bjorn just played their game, so he'll probably be updating that soon. Yeah, there's only like 3 games that haven't finished. So if players don't play their games, basically what happens is they just get a tie. Or if one player tried to contact the other player, but the other player just was AFK or not responding and just didn't communicate, then the player who tried to contact them gets the win for a week. So yeah. So then you can see there's weeks and weeks of competition. So every week players will play, and you can see it's all filled out here. And then you determine who is in first place at the tournament. So it's called Swiss because that's what the format is called. I don't know why it is called that, but I used to be an athletic director and run tournaments, and some of my tournaments I ran were Swiss leagues as well. So yeah, I know, subtle flex. But yes, we have the scorecard. So obviously we've only played like 1 week, so it's going to be, you can't really tell positioning, but over the course of a certain amount of weeks, players get a position. So you can see wins carry a point value of 1, ties carry none because you can't really tie in this game. A tie just means you didn't play your game, so you don't get any points for that. Then there's tiebreakers. So the tiebreakers are number 1, your overall score. Number 2, yeah. So we have like tiebreak point differential. So for example, if there's a tie, whoever lost more games will be lower down. It's a thick bracket, dude. It's a thick bracket. So you can see this is a lot of players playing. But like the players did such a good job this week too. I was really happy about that. Like I thought we would really struggle to get the games done, but almost everyone played their game. I'm really proud. It's pretty cool, man. Like everyone did so good. And like so many new players coming in and just like doing a great job beating like, players who quote unquote have been playing in a ton of tournaments. It was really neat for sure. So so that's the Swiss League. You just play 1 per week, and it's pretty low maintenance. It doesn't require like a lot of commitment, which I think is quite nice. And yeah, that's that, man. That is that. So let's transition back. Hopefully that answers your guys' questions regarding the event. How's the winner? Maybe I'll give them a Toblerone chocolate. Yeah, we'll give them some Swiss treat. So we have a donation from Dan. The Swiss League content is awesome. I would love a weekly update video. Yeah, maybe I'll do that with like a podcast. And Ivan Kalugan. Yes, the dwarves. They come for you in the night. So now, guys, I'm going to host an FFA game. First come, first serve. Turin FFA. And this is going to close the stream out. No, I'm not going to be spectator. I'm going to play. Password is 123. So first come, first serve. Let's do it to it. And we'll go to FFAs. And let's do like the Shrine of Cain. Yeah, let's do this shit. This looks ugly. The stream isn't over. No, we have a couple FFAs to close it out. So we'll do like 1 or 2, depending on how long they go. Holy shit. Everyone just joined right at the same time. All right. So I am not going to play High Elves again after what happened last time. Let's go. The Beastmen. The Beastmen always call to me, and then I like regret it. The Pirates of Sartosa. Yeah, it'd be really fun to do like a Mass Vanguard Sartosa build or something. So we got Wood Elves, we got Chaos, and then we also have Dark Elves here. So for me, let's see what we want to play. Super Munchkin, I know you had a good series. I'll probably cast that one in the next stream. I want someone with like Tempest so I can lock down flyers. What do you think needs to make Slayer meta viable? You know what? Slayer rushes actually can work in a couple matchups. It's really funny. Who do we want to play here? Play Tomb Kings. We have to worry about like flying, because Red Falcon probably will come with like an Air Force, like a goon squad. So we probably want something that can like fight back against that. All right, let's see. We're going to go Skaven, but not in the way people think. Yeah, so let's get a screen blocker up and do it to it. All right, so this is going to be fun. All right. We definitely want someone who heals. Throt's probably the way to go there. Yeah, this map actually has really bad line of sight. Shit, I was going to go for like a mass Rattling Gunner build. Maybe I should switch. I was going to do mass Rattling Gunners. No spoilers, but, you know, that's what was going to happen here. Yeah, we're doing FFA. I mean, I know really competitive FFA builds, but I'm saving those for the hot jog stream. Although maybe we can experiment and find something new and fun. All right, let's just do this. It'll be fine. I'm going to bring like a fun Skaven build. Don't worry. We'll just put ladder limits on. Skaven do have Tempest, that's true. They do. Yeah. But like, you know what? Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Alright, looks good to me. Chaos could be coming. Flensing Rune is an ability I like never use. We're going real hard in the paint. Aerial high elf goon squads can be insane in FFA. They can. I agree with you 100%. All right, so now for our battle lines here. Okay, so we're gonna have annoying wood elves flying over our head, which is gonna be a bit of a problem. Probably want to get some mortar action. Oh man, this is gonna be something. You know Sigvald's coming. Hadrius has got to be bringing Sigvald. That's gonna be an unholy nightmare to deal with. All right, you know what? We can bring some Rattling Guns. That's fine. Let's do that. All right, let's get some Skaven Slave Spears. It's not a perfect build, but it's certainly not bad either. Certainly not bad either, my friends. We're just short. We need like a couple slingers of some sort. All right. Ready. All right, let's do it to it. Let's have some fun. Let's put some chevrons in our Skaven Slave Slingers for fun. Yeah, I still brought some Rattling Gunners. Yeah, we got them here. No Plague Monk, no Plague Caster though. We're going with Lore of Ruin. Deathmaster versus Sigvald. Sigvald would probably win. Yeah, Sigvald is like one of the best duelists in the game now, especially against other Footlords. Yeah, I could go for a highly mobile goon squad, like highly mobile, but in this game, it has a goon squad. I have Gorich, I have Throt, I have Rattling Gunners, I got some Rat Ogres. Like we have enough. We have enough. So we'll see. Like in case I get Vanguarded on, I don't want to just die because I only have monsters. I brought some like clan rats and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, we got Lore of Ruin. It's gonna be good. So yeah, guys. Ivan, again, thank you for the donations, man. But yeah, Slayer meta, like Slayer rushes can actually catch Wood Elves off guard sometimes. If you go for like a Slayer rush with like a line of like bows behind them, Wood Elves can sometimes be like, what the hell is happening? Yeah. Who wins, Tyrion versus Sigvald? Grimgor will destroy Sigvald, yeah, because he has your next. I'm pretty sure that would happen, although I haven't tested with new Sigvald there. God damn, this map sucks. Holy shit, look at this. Look at this monstrosity of a map. All right, well, let's do it. A little bit. Oh god, please don't lag. I should have checked. Okay, hopefully it's just people loading in.
Skaven, yes, yes.
If it lags, it lags. But I really hope it doesn't. All right, so we got Rattling Gunners. We got, okay, it seems fine now. Get some spears on the flanks. Spears on the flanks. Got Rat Ogres backing you boys up. So the build feels like it's got some teeth for sure. Like I'm hoping that if anybody like flies over me and tries to troll me, then I can just like, you know, warp gale them and focus them down with 2 Rattling Gunners. We got the Gorich Goon Squad. We got the Howling Warp Gale dude here. And then some Poison Doggos just to like, you know, there's a lot of elf things on this map here. We have Wood Elves and Druki, so. Alright, so who do we have here? We have Loopy here. And, who's on this side? Okay, Wood Elves. Ugh. Neither one is good. Yeah, Grimgore is pretty scary for sure, because Grimgore's armor is super heavy too. This is so not FFA, Turin. Oh, you mean the build? Yeah, it's a balanced Skaven build for sure. But against elves, like, I don't know. I wanted to bring Gorich too. He's the main reason I built this way. He's got his Haggard Evisceration thing and like Warp Frenzy, all kinds of cool shit. We'll see. Got to ready up to put the pressure. I definitely want to go get the high ground. Flanking through this choke will suck. Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to get Vanguarded on, to be honest. I didn't even think of that. I mean, I did, kind of. Let's put you guys back a little bit, just in case. Like, I don't want a bunch of Way Watchers to just one-shot my lord. We brought Crack's Call, Howling Warp Gale, and Death Frenzy. There's rats, of course. There's going to be teeth involved. Yeah, the hills are not going to be fun here. All right, let's move up. Hounds and hounds. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and eye our prey here. So we got Loopy with Corsairs, a ton of Cav, and a double Shrine with Crone Hellebron. Holy shit. We got some Poison Hounds up in the hill here from Hadri's, it looks like. Yeah, I think so. Let's move our fast units up. Wood Elves are coming with an aerial Zote Blob, which, you know what? My Rattling Gunners will actually be quite good against that. Gorich hopefully can fight back. All right. I don't want to get sandwiched. Okay, you know what? The Druki are going to come at me like this. I am more than happy to oblige. Let's see if he's paying attention. Maybe we could, like, trap a character here. Yeah, the Druki are coming to flank me here. So we kind of have to respect that, because if we just get sandwiched by, like, 2 armies... Oh god, I might be getting ganked here. Okay, looks like a fireball or something's coming in. Should be able to juke it. Let's see. Come on, let's go. Thrott's too fast. Okay, you know what? I think we're just gonna have to like chill and just get downhill charged because I think we're getting swarmed. Yeah, Chaos is coming for us. Wood Elves look to be just kind of closing in here. And Dark Elves are coming. Oh god. Oh god, this is gonna suck. All right, let's get to this low ground here, because at least we can get good Rattling Gunner angles there. We got to be careful. Yeah, the Druki coming in it's going to be hard. All right, let's go here. Yep, we're getting rushed. Wood Elves, hopefully the Wood Elves don't attack us. I need Wood Elves and Chaos to fight for us to have a good chance here. Okay. The Dark Elves are wisely pulling back at this point. Okay. God, Chaos is... There's so many people lurking. I need Wood Elves and Chaos to fight so I can get a one-on-one fight here. Oh my god. You know what? We actually have a good opportunity to get him in like a Crack's Call right now. I'm going to rush in and summon some Ogres and see if we can get him in a Crack's Call. Let's shoot the Doom Rocket at his Corsairs here. That'll be fun. Is he going to fire it? Doesn't look like it. Okay. We could also push up onto the hill, because then if Loopy comes here, he's going to get, like, you know, be in an awkward position. Is the Doom Rocket firing? I thought the range on this thing was, like, super far. Oh, no, it's actually not. Okay. We're going up the hill. Wood Elves and Chaos are fighting. There's a shit ton of Marauder Horsemen. I need to get my Rattling Gunners in a good position. I don't know if Hadri's is watching here. Let's see if he is. He must be. Okay, the Wood Elves are coming through that ravine right there. Okay, let's see. Thrott should be able to get some value here. I could use a Rat Ogre summon, but I don't feel like it's worth it. Alright, let's pull you back. Alright, that was probably not worth it. Yeah, probably not worth it. Crack's Skull is going to be interesting. No ROR Great Stag Knights, which is really nice for us. Okay, can we get up here? Can we get those Rattling Gunners up on that nice juicy hill and then just punish the Wood Elves as they approach? Yeah, a lot of positioning. Yo, there's some fighting in the distance here, actually. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Give me this. This is a freebie right here. If he slips up for 1 second and lets me summon Rat Ogres on this caster, it's just straight up gonna die. Okay, I don't think that Burning Head will do too much. Looks like we dodged it mostly. Yep, we dodged it. We're good. Okay, now we can start moving back up the hill. Oh, don't run into that Burning Head. Kind of tickled the pickle of some of those Rattling Gunners, but nothing too bad. Alright, that's a really nice position. Although with the Widow flanking, it's a little bit scary. Really want to attack here. Let's go, rats. The Zote people are coming. Because here we can make like a last stand up on the high ground. Even if we are getting flanked, hopefully we'll get enough points to win. Okay. You know what? I don't like this wood elf flank. I really do not like that. A lot of kiting armies here. Ooh, nice overcast damage on that. Let's juke it. Let's go. Oh, you got me that time. See if we could just pop his lord in the face here real quick. Alright, we can't get in there. No way. Okay. Wood elves are coming in. I could fall back down behind the hill. Rattling gunners, let's get you guys like posturing here. Looks like some cav are coming in. A little bit hard to tell. Ouch. Yeah, okay, I'm about to get sandwiched. Oh yay. Maybe we just fall back this way. Yeah, no, this is not good. With the wood elves coming here and then dark elves flanking me. I know I'm being really cautious with my engagements, but now that I'm being shot by a hell cannon too, I gotta be really smart about it. Yeah, not with the dark elves there. With like frickin'... Let's move in and attack some Eternal Guard. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, didn't mean it. So we have you guys. Let's go ahead and send you some of you dudes in as well. Pull you doggos and you doggos in here. Oh, somebody's casting a big spell on that wood elf line. Well, I'll take it. That is the signal to advance, huh? And we have this guy as well. We need to start getting some points. Dogs are being chased. Oh god, chaos is coming. Is that Siggy over there? Yeah, of course it's Sigvald. Okay, the dogs are able to get away, which is nice. The Zotes are kind of just doing their thing. We do have a Crack's Call, but there's nothing like really great to hit here. Although, let's just do it on the Eternal Guard, it'll be fun. Yeah, I should have like one-shot him more or less. Yep. That was nice. Alright, let's focus the Zotes if we can. Focus the Zotes. Now the dogs can come around the back again. And we can pull in the Rat Ogres if need be. But yeah, the Rattling Gunners are shooting now, which is good. Okay. This is good. We got him on the run. And if we can like get the Wood Elves on the run here and just keep chasing them. Let's go ahead and shoot the Doom Rocket into the dudes here. Yeah, surround these Eternal Guards, get those free points. How are the doggies doing? Doggies are hunting. Alright, Rattling Gunners. We need to focus down the Zotes on the approach. We'll use the Evisceration from Gorich. Should do some fat damage. Are we being flanked? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's keep pulling you guys up. And Houndos. Oh man, these Rattling Gunners are really overextending. Holy shit. Okay, let's see if we can punish the greed here. And also capitalize on my own mistake. Yeah, I think these Wild Riders, trading them for the Rattling Gunners is probably good. Looks good. Yeah, they're not going to get away. Not with our Wolf Rats on them. Alright, that's good. Solid. Okay, that ended up being alright. Still have another unit of Rattling Gunners. Let's see if we can get them up on this high ground here. Excellent. Those guys are broken. Yeah, we're probably not going to catch them now, so let's advance up here and like see what we can do on this new frontier. Are they broken? Yeah, those guys are completely shattered. Excellent. The Crack's Call is pretty good. Got 22 kills. We definitely got some good points. But now we need to go with our Lord and our fast characters and just go like pick some shit off. Just move the rest of the army here. Who cast the Pendulum? I think that was Hadri's. Oh, why is my little caster so far behind? Holy shit. Throg could come down for an ambush, but... Ooh, there's a nice little chariot over here that we could probably get. Oh, I think Hadri's just noticed it. We'll see. Okay, the Wood Elves are coming back for round 2, I guess. Which is fine. So let's just ignore this. I don't want to let him get my caster, so we gotta do it. Is that Mel Gibson? Oh, it is. Yeah, shit. Okay, that's pretty scary, actually. Let's get the Rattling Gunners, like, right here. Okay, so we're getting some good focus fire. Let's shoot the Doom Rocket into those guys. Obviously, we're going to have Terror Routes. It's inevitable. We can't blob up for Soul Stealer, though. That's the one thing we really got to watch out for. the Doom Rocket. Did some work. Alright, let's get you guys under. Gotta go chase those archers down. Can't let them shoot. And we'll overcast the Death Frenzy right here to get the huge AoE blob. Pop all the AoEs, and now the Houndos can go kill these archers back here. Those are the Hawkeyes or Jakira. I think he Soul Stealered us, but I think it was mainly chaff we had there, which is fine. Let's go ahead and use Creature Killer, and the Rattling Gunners we need to just start unloading onto the Zotes. Pull back. Okay, looks like a bombardment's coming. It's going on the Rattling Gunners. There's just going to be Hounds of Gibson, though, so it's not that big of a deal. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump on Aerial here. How are the other Hounds doing? Yeah, perfect. Killing the Hawkeyes from Jakira is a shitload of points. Oh yeah, look at the Rattling Gunners go, baby. Very nice. Now we kill Aerial, because Orion is way harder to kill. Zotes are taking some pounding, which is great. Yeah, another bombardment. I don't feel like moving. Okay, those guys are dead. We have some Eternal Guard hiding down in the trees. Actually, let's chase these Zotes off. That's a lot of points. Come on. Get in there, buddy. We have Remoldered. Let's save it. Let's actually shoot Aerial with the Rattling Gunners. Need to pile in with more stuff. Pit Fighters of Helm's Deeper starting to break. A little bit light on stuff. We don't have any spells that are good here except Death Frenzy. Yeah, Rattling Gunner down! Okay, bring her down, bring her down! Alright, let's attack now from the side. Keep pinning in Mel Gibson there. And we can go ahead and cast Death Frenzy to give immune to Psych to this whole blob, actually. I have no idea what's happening on the other side of the map, but... Alright, how are the dogs doing? Oh, did our wolves chase them off? That's good, okay. Oh my god, another Soul Stealer, probably. Yeah. Finish her! Finish her, Gorich! Don't let Mel Gibson get to his wife. Come on. Come on! Let's go! Finish it. Okay. Aerial's gotta be almost dead at this point. The Zotes up in the high ground are looking to be a tasty snack for my doggos. Okay, it looks like we killed Aerial. Now we have to spend 20 minutes killing Orion, which sucks. I almost want to just leave him here because he's going to do so much damage. Alright. You guys up. You guys up. Surround Orion with trash. Move you guys up as well. I guess we just let Throt heal. We don't need to use Remoldered yet. Probably just using it on Gorich is honestly fine. So Aerial's been eaten. Yes, that's true. Ooh, a nice Hawk's Talon right there. Gorich going in. Let's go ahead and pop all his buffs to hopefully kill this guy. Orion's getting blasted by Rattling Gunners too. If that's not enough, then I don't know what is. Alright. Somebody's saying something. This map, that did not go well. Yeah, this map is weird. I mean, me too, man. You're having to... Man, Orion's getting so much value even still. Let's see what's left here. Hadri's is having just a fearsome fight. I'm still going to have to deal with Sigvald. Give me Orion! Come on! Come on, baby! 100 HP, you can finish him. Come on, rats. Come on, Throt. Yes, Throt got to eat Orion and Aerial. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so let's just get everyone right now, and we can reorganize our formation. Just, yeah, it'll be ugly on the approach, but... Alright. So Hadri's is in first, and my concern is I don't know if I have enough points to... So let's send our fast characters just to go start getting involved in the party. So Gorich and Throt can go. I still have my Rat Ogre summoned too. Yeah, Globadier's Mortars would have been better, but Rattling Guns are so much more fun. The doggos can come down here and just feast on these Eternal Guard. Throt's gonna go get involved. Oh, God, I still have to kill Sigvald. That's not gonna be fun. Let's move over here. What do we got? Chaos Sorcerer. I think I should have enough points to get Last Man Standing. I need to farm every ounce of like points I can get though. Gorich is so much slower. Jeez. What is an Exalted Hero? Oh, that'd be nice. That's juicy. Let's wait for Gorich though. It's fine. Alright. Let's go snack, boys. Sigvald is here, the unholy one himself. Alright, those guys have shattered. Let's pull in the Hounds. Limpy says no. No. Alright, so firstly, let's sprint back here and get that Chaos Sorcerer, because Sigvald can't keep up. We'll have Gorich fight Sigvald. Let's get some Hounds back there as well. See, Sigvald's trying to cut me off. Alright. Let's poison Sigvald. Trap him here real quick, and then we can get you guys going. We need to kill that sorcerer. That's killing the magic is nice. Gorge, pop that. Hopefully Gorge can kill Sigvald. Yep. We got the caster down. We have Rat Ogre summons. Let's get the hounds in as well. Alright, let's kill those horsemen. I don't know if I'm going to have enough. Hadri's might have won it. I need to, like, grab every ounce of points I can get. I guess Sigvald will give us some good points. Creature killer. Well, anti-large. Yeah, look at Gorge going, man. He's doing some good work against Siggy. Might as well use the Rat Ogre summon. Come on, rats. Let's go. Move it on up. What else got rattling guns? They did. They did indeed. Gorge is holding his own. We still have a remolder for him, too. And the cracked skull was pretty cool, also. Yeah, let's do a Death Frenzy here. Man, the range on Death Frenzy is pretty insane. Okay, is there anything else to chase on the map? No, they're shattered. Looks like it's just us. Don't break, Sigvald. Give me as many points as possible. Oh, I lost it. Chaos won it again. How? Siggy unstoppable. Oh my god, I lost that. Sigvald got too many points. Oh, dude. 400 points, bro. Oh, man. If I had... I should have probably just kited Sigvald with my Rattling Gunners. And cycle charged him to deny points. So if I was really had to eat a hot dog because of that, that's probably what we would have done. Oh my god. Well played. Alright, clear spots for new players. GG. All my magic missed, says Loopy. Goddamn Sigvald! He's unstoppable. Alright, so if you guys want to play, we got a couple new spots. Do a little troll country. Do a smaller one here. This will be the last one of the stream here. Hey Wicked, thanks for helping out. And Fiery Marine are here. Excellent. Unfair. Alright, so we got Matt and we got Fiery Marine. Hey Red Falcon, it was a valiant effort. We had a great fight, my friend. Hey, old Gidra, I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. We're gonna go coast. Coast. Do you want to go coast here? Do you guys want to see some coast? I think I want some coast. Yeah, we're doing coast, but I have a fun build for you. It's gonna be good. Turin, not very well known with PvP. What is so strong about Sigvald? Well, he's just very hard to kill, and his presence is just really persistent. He used to be one of the worst lords in the game until they buffed him this patch. Now he's really strong. I know, Skaven's so much fun, but I have a coast build I want to do, which I think is going to be equally fun. All hail the mighty, they're arising from the deeps, with crooked sails and incredible tales. Queen Bess is actually not bad on this map, because it's so small they can't hide from me, but I'm not doing Queen Bess. I have something else in mind. All hail the mighty. Empire Coast is so freaking cool. I'm glad they got nerfed a little bit so people don't hate on them as much. I want to start playing Coast again in competitive games. Alright, so what do we have? Tomb Kings, Lizards. So we need some sort of anti-monster for sure with this cacophony of things here. Oh, double goose, crab. Alright, that should be fine. That should be fine, no biggie. Alright. Holy shit, this is a magical build already. Sigvald blinds everyone with his beauty and then slays them, it's true. You know what? No, Ivan, the Dwarf Lords actually lose to Sigvald, which is pretty insane. Alright. Alright, so greenskins and lizardmen. I'm trying to think what they could possibly bring here. What schemes could be afoot. We have enough ranged with our current build. Let's get a couple of you guys, I think that'd be pretty nice. And then just get some halberds. Yeah, this build's fine. That'll do, pig. That'll do. I think we have plenty of terror out. Do I have any anti-air? I mean, there could be a Pterodon Air Force, which I suppose would be a little bit annoying. So let's get you and get you too. By the way, I'm new to multiplayer cell. Hey, dude, don't worry about it, Fiery Marine. You live in Germany? That seems fine. All good, Marine. Enjoy. Although we do have a spectator in here. Hold on. I think Gox, could you step out, please, to avoid lag? Thank you. Yeah, we have a stowaway. Let's see if he responds here. Like, how come I can't? There we go. Okay. Oh, I can actually do it. That's the first time I've been able to figure that shit out. Okay, well. All right, let's do it to it. Let's party. You can watch the stream, brother. Those are Skaven. You guys are going to love this build. It's pretty epic. Titan versus Rogue Idol versus Dread Saurian versus Crab People. Yeah, shit's going to get pretty crazy. I got her royal thickness. Celostra is here. The cool thing about FFA Fiery Marine, if you're watching, is it's just a lot of memes and having fun, and with a little bit of a competitive spice added on there at the end. Does anyone know the name of the site that tracks Warhammer 2 stats? Well, pretty much every tournament host in the community uses challenge.com. Challenge. So, yeah, that's your best bet. It's like CHALLONGE.com. The stowaway. What kind of stats does it track? Honestly, it doesn't really track anything. Like, you can look at players' records. Like, you can go look at people's tournament records, but not all tournaments are done there, so it's not like a really all-encompassing kind of thing. All right, so we got a crab. We got Celostra. We have deckhead mobs. And we got double Colossus. The gunnery white buffing them up, giving them extra ammo. And we got some pistols just to shoot flyers that fly overhead. A couple halberds to defend the flanks here. All right, that's my build. Pretty straightforward. Colossus with some bombers just to like help deal with infantry. Double Colossus, put him in 3. Good to go. All right. FFA is where the true players play. That's fun. Yep, it's time. So yeah, I mean, if you're trying to track Warhammer stats on that website, like it's not going to be great for because I've never input any of my stats in there. I don't know if my son does, Herbert Walker. Like, yeah, Celostra is pretty amazing for sure. The double dreaded Colossus will be a force to be reckoned with. This map has a shit ton of trees, which kind of suck, but oh shit, who's gonna Vanguard on me here? Maybe the Fiery Marine? Oh, I hope not. It wouldn't be that bad, I guess. We got Crab and Colossus and stuff. We could fight back. Thanks again for joining today, guys. It's been a pleasure. This is our glorious end to the Gran Turino Swiss League stream. You guys got to see a couple best of 5s, and then of course we're mixing in some FFAs at the end because I think it's always fun. 3 for Nahakara. All right. Tomb Kings, yeah, they have some Vanguard, but obviously aren't really going to do too much. It's about patch notes and changes. Oh, okay, Gustavo, that makes sense. Yeah, I was going to say, I've never used that website myself. All right, so it looks fine. Oh, we do have Vanguard, though. The Greenskins, of course, have caused some schemes. We're not, like, immobile, though. We can definitely go get some points. So let's see what the lizards have. Yeah, a lot of cav. Big dinosaur here. The next stream will probably either tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I'll be doing a couple a week. It's a really easy stream format to do, so. Our Colossus steam tanks who've grown up, basically, yes, they're the fully matured steam tanks. Colossus are such a cool unit. They can, like, move and shoot, which I think is so freaking badass. Yeah, so the Greenskins went for a really hog-wild Vanguard. I need to go get involved, though, or else I'm not going to get points. Tomb Kings came with Ushapti Grapos, which are... Oh, and double Bone Giant. Holy shit. Okay, I'm going to ignore that until I have to fight it. Yeah, that's really good against me. I could just go for it. Yeah, you know what? Let's just move over here. Let's move behind the lizards. Let's get in on the sandwich. So far, the Fiery Marine getting some... Oh, look at that! Curse at a Bad Moon going down. Nice cast there by the Marine. Now we move in to try and get some value. The Colossus are also shooting now too, which is good. So we'll start getting some points there. Chase Gilbert? Yeah, you'll see soon. We'll have our try-hard FFA stream. There was a point where I was winning a lot of them, but then, you know, Sigvald appeared and just crushed all my hopes and dreams. Come on, Colossus. So the Gym Kings are camping in the corner, which certainly is not terrible. The problem for them is that it's going to deny a lot of points. Who does he have? Source Old Blood? Okay, that's cool. Unfortunately, my army's really slow, so, you know, by the time I get to battle, thankfully I have these Colossus to get the value. Come on, bombers. Shoot those Temple Guard, yes. I think the Colossus might have friendly fired. I'm going to work on the Greenskins and the Lizardmen just to, like, be fair to these guys. So I'm going to bombard some of these Night Goblins here, and then I'll also hit some of the dudes. Because I'm shooting the Colossus into the Temple Guard, which I think is enough. Can't really hit those other ones, which is unfortunate. Alright, bombers, let's go. Slostra's making her way downtown. You can put her in group 4, run her ahead of the army. Yeah, we want to get away from those little skinks there. They're pretty nasty little guys. They're shooting in. Shooting to that densely packed unit. Now we can start dropping some bombs on these Night Goblins. Oh, is there something behind me here? What the hell's happening? Oh my god, there's like some friggin' horseman archers. It's interesting. Alright, so we're getting some bombing points. Definitely doing some good work. Let's get on those nasty skulkers. Let's keep dropping shots. Gym Kings are now advancing. Yeah, it's good. They definitely want to fight. This is probably the best spot for us to shoot at. Bomber's doing great work against the skulkers, racking us up on the point board. So it looks like Fiery Marine went with like a Goblin Vanguard of sorts, yeah. This is the problem with Coast, is you're just so freaking slow. It's like, a lot of times the battles just run away without you. The Slostra will get in there and have her way with some units. Okay, Skulkers are pretty low, but let's go shoot at these ones. Colossuses are, let's see what kind of gold value they've gotten. Look at 800 on that Colossus and 400 there. Really not bad for this early in the game. Alright, let's start shooting at the skink cohorts. That's fine. It's a tightly packed unit. Come on, Solostra. Get in there. Come on, Thick Fin. There's like this haggard unit of skeleton archers just cackling at me over here. Go shoot here with these guys. It's fine. 5. Alright, how are the bombers doing? Pretty good. Stegodon's getting worn down. Putting some hurt on those nasty skulkers. Hopefully the Gym Kings use most of their ammo against these guys. Yeah, Colossus can be healed, absolutely, and I also have ways of giving them extra powder. Let's get the Gunnery White next to them. He has the ballistics calibration, so once I'm in range, that'll actually give some nice buffs. Let's go after the Goblin Archers, come on. Solostra, feast. Ballistics calibration, go. Extra powder, on the way. Putting them back up to more or less full, which is pretty crazy. Alright. Solostra's here. Let's go start smashing some skink cohorts. How are the bombers doing? So far, they're probably the only reason I'm not in like dead last right now. Farming a ton of these archers. Let's go get away from that archer fire. It's pretty nasty. Alright, the Bone Giant is shooting at me now, so I probably got to start returning the favor. Solostra can come over here. She can drop the summons too, but the Great Bows are going to be so punishing against her. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave this battle for now. I think we've done our part. Ouch, man. Those Bone Giants are so effective against what I have here. Ouch! Ouchies, ouchies. We need to cause some disruption. Solostra needs to get over there. She can drop some ghostly summons and also... Alright, let's fly you guys across. Well, there's some skinks here, which are pretty good real estate. Probably going to want to drop invos here on the Colossus. And the Gunnery White can advance up as well. Even though, you know, he needs to be here to do his thing. So let's go ahead and summon the damn Knight Errants. I don't have time to waste. We got to get in there. Solostra, my Colossuses are going to lose this fight, so let's pull back one. Solostra can move up. Let's go, boys. Oh, did it just cancel the summon? Okay, that's interesting. Come on, zombies! Let's go. Get on top of those guys. Shut them down. Yeah, okay, good. They're advancing up, which is nice. So, Solostra can do her business now. We can go to an Arcane Conduit, and we can summon some crabs on top of them, which will really help shut down those Great Bows. And, yeah, seems fine. Our other Colossus is back now, which is good. Cool. Solostra is really causing some problems for this army. The bats, too, will be able to kill the Tomb Guard pretty well. Come on. Drop the summon. Drop it. Start shooting you. Looks great. Sloster doing the work of the gods. Let's go ahead and slow him down here. And we can drop this summon right on top of these ones. Yeah, that'll shut down the other unit. Very good. Want to Kepler guard there? Oh yeah, we definitely want to take them out. Leaving some defensive units back here isn't a bad idea. Alright, so we're getting into the lines. We're taking a ton of damage in the process. Hopefully we have our mage up here to drop some heals. Sloster. Very good. Crab summons. Get on those great bows. Okay, seems fine. We're getting some good work in. Ouchies, this is going to hurt though. Sloster's going to have to fall back probably. Seal oyster. The oyster. Alright, how's Sloster doing? She's pretty healthy. Crabs are pushing back the great bows, which is nice. Yeah, there's actually some treachery afoot here. Let's go ahead and get this Colossus back. See if we can send him a little safety package. Come on, shut him down. Get those Kepler guard. Kill the bone giant. I think I can taunt it. Yeah, taunts on any target. The Colossi? Yeah, I know, I always get that wrong. Ouch. Little goblin archers are putting some serious DAC into me here. How's this Colossus doing? Okay, he's stable. That's good. Can't shoot you. Gunnery White can keep going. Ouchies, ouchies, ouchies. Let's shoot the Ushabti Greatbow here. Sloster's gonna need some big, thick healing right now. She's definitely taking damage. I mean, the trade's not going terribly, but the fact that she's getting those giant shafts in her face, definitely not what she likes. Ouch. So maybe we pull back with Sloster now. Form a little bit of a defensive pocket on our Colossus. Bombers, you guys can retreat. Crabs, keep chasing. The greenskins are here now, so hopefully they'll be able to cause some disruption too. Alright, Gunnery White. Keep popping here. Sloster, I guess she's got you healed. Alright, you guys screen here, you guys screen here. Let's move over this way, I guess, because we can move and shoot too, which is nice. Yeah, we should probably get away. Retreat! Sound the horn! Let the greenskins collapse on them. Is this, what is this guy? Is this a old one here or something? Okay, let's see if we can just pop him in the dome real quick. Sloster's making her great escape. Little bats, poor things, just getting wrecked. We're doing good on points, but Tomb Kings are right on our tail. Definitely need to get you out too. Just let the zombies bump and grind here. Little goblin archers might actually be able to do some really substantial damage. Colossus are raining in some fire. Let's shoot up to you. Pull the halberds back. Probably should keep working on that frickin' bone giant, man. Yeah, that's probably the best target, to be honest. Sloster gets some heals. How are the two Colossi doing? Can we give him extra powder from here? That was a little bit far away. Damn. Definitely need to keep the lizardmen off our backs. Little goblin archers, honestly, will perform pretty well here. Feel bad. I feel like the goblins still need my help. Alright, so let's turn the Colossus back and start shooting at the bone giants. We gave the extra powder. Let's go ahead and do this. And Sloster she's good. Yeah, I don't think the lizards can threaten us with too much here. We have to help the greenskins. It's our only hope, actually. Poor little bombers too are just getting shreked. No, this will be the last one. I still want to record some other games today. So, also games from the Swiss League that are going on, I'll be casting them as individual videos as well. That bone giant's getting hurt pretty good. This is nice. Other one's quite damaged also. The thing is, the greenskins are getting so many points. What does Sloster have left? Arcane Conduit, yeah. Some weird shit going on back here. Some strange happenings. Come on, Gunnery White. This guy must have gotten some huge value. Let's see. 800, yeah, that's really good. So let's just save our wins right now. Just Arcane Conduit every chance we get. Slostra, she in range of the bone giants. Could move some halberds up too, just to pressure them. Really need to kill the bone giants. You know what? They're actually almost out of ammo, so probably shooting into the greenskin blob here is more cost effective. Really should have brought 2 gunnery whites. Arcane Conduit's still on cooldown, unfortunately. Alright, Celestra can get down. We'll leave 1 halberd back here to defend. We have this little skink with heavens. We can probably pop him in the dome real quick. Now that we're not being focused, we can probably move in. Because we're going to have to catch the fiery marine. We can't afford to sit back for too much longer. More powder. Let's give it to you. Cool. Colossus is back. Start shooting at warlords, boys. Celestra can get in and get down and dirty now, too. Through little vampire helpers. I think we were able to pop that guy once, which is nice. Alright, let's go! Extra powder. We're still dropping shots. Colossus must have huge value. Yeah, 1800 on this one. That's really nice.
Who's next?
Come on, crab lady. We need some points. Farm the big, thick titans here. Yeah, Colossus firepower, man. Doing so much work. Alright, you guys can defend here. Here comes the crab slap. The atomic crab drop. You can also use taunt on this guy to make him a little bit more of a susceptible prey. Goblin archers, man, they're just doing so much work. So let's get these guys and just start blasting those night goblin archers. The lizards are like hiding behind us, scheming some like great revenge. Come on! Come on, let's go! Bring it down! Oh god, I'm being descended upon. I guess we just finish the bone giant and then pull back. The hordes of hell are upon us! Blast them! Halberd, screen! Celestra, pull back! The bone giant has fallen! Now we don't have any more ranged threats to punish us. We have to get last man standing to have a chance here. I do have Invo too. Invo might be really good on the... shoot that stupid caster. Ooh, really nice Fanatic Ball and Chain. Yeah, I think Fiery Marine probably gets this. He is a meaty lad. Alright, let's go. Oh no, the Great Bows are somewhere. Okay, they're almost out of ammo. Woof. I want to give extra powder to that one Colossus, but it's so close to dying. Can I reach him with an Invo? I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah, it's down. Okay, so we go extra powder here. You move in there. You move in and fight as well, and you guys need to hustle back. We need to defend this Colossus. Still have halberds holding. Oh god, that Chosen of the Gods hurts so bad. Let's go. Let's get some terror outs on these lizards. Halberds, turn and fight. We need every scrap of point value we can get. Come on, Celestra. We're getting pretty good winds of magic this late in the game. Okay, we need to pile in. And you can come over here. Are these the unbreakable goblins? Yeah, they are. Okay, that's gonna be not an easy fight. Taunts! Can't let him get away. The Colossus like never hits its target on the ground. Alright, Siren Song. The atomic butt drop is here. Even if he runs, we have some shots against him too. Okay, he's broken. We're getting points. Oh man, I think greenskins are too far ahead though. Oh yeah, Fiery Marine's doing great. He got a lot of points early too. While I was waddling, he was studying the blade while I was waddling. Yes, it's the accurate prediction. Blast him! Come on, get that long rifle out. Give some accuracy. See if it pays off. Oh yeah, right in the dome. Farmed little goblins here. Looks like some lizard presence is still around. Alright, I don't think there's enough points for me. We have Skarsnik on the far side and the Tomb King cap in the corner. Oh, that's so funny. We need to kill these little night goblins. I think skinks are coming back in. Oh, the greenskin ambush again! Alright, let's march after him here. Come on, hold! Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get last man standing, but it's not the only thing we need. Go Celestra, farm them. Farm them for points. We still have a ton of summons too. Damn. Yeah, we gotta try and catch those guys. Alright, Celestra's doing good, but I'm down by a lot. Colossus could go chase. The more goblins around the map, the merrier. Boom, headshot indeed, I know. This Colossus, man, 2,600 gold value. That's pretty sweet. It's just going to instantly tear out these guys, probably. Yeah, see? Tear out there. Alright, let's start moving to this corner. Sloster's got to go get involved in the final showdown between Skarsnik and the Tomb King, which he's just guiding him, which is funny. Cetra does not serve, oh dear, he says. That's really funny. Yeah, alright, they're all shattered. Not worth chasing. Hey, what's this? Oh, hold on. Talk about Value City. Holy shit, I forgot all about these guys. Yeah, those Tomb Kings in the corner are going to be nice and juicy. That's like a full health Ushapti. That's... Oh, and some Night Goblins chasing him. I can't let him have all the fun there. Skarsnik will be here to stay. Unfortunately, he's going to get the points for killing Cetra. Yeah, some Hounds would be really nice. But we need to go get those Ushapti Greatbow in the corner. It's going to take some time to get there, but we've saved up plenty of wins, so now I can do invos pretty much nonstop. 1 per 8. Yeah, we'll wait till it's full and then we'll cast it. Hey, what's this? Someone died. Looks like Cetra. So he's got like a little bit less than a 4,000 point lead. I have to get the Great Bows. Have to. Those skinks are shattered. There's Night Goblins and over here and some. All right, let's go, boys. Bounty to be had. We're trying to get there. Colossus getting some points. That's nice. How fast are they? They're pretty fast. I think Ushapti are way faster than the Colossus. Gonna be a little bit annoying. I have to try and head him off. Not sure what's happening. Well, guys, we're getting there. We'll get here back at the same time when I reach. I know, my army's so freaking slow. Alright, we got some Night Goblins here. Let's just go for them. Colossus? Where's the edge of the map? Okay, so the edge of the map, I can't see the white line really. Oh, there it is, okay. Not sure where he's going with those. Well, we'll head these guys off. And now a word from our sponsors. Yeah, cue the Benny Hill music. Come on, give me some points before they shatter. Come on. Come on, Celestra, you can catch them. You have 56 speed, they have 35. Oh, she's struggling so hard. So we'll have to take an angle of pursuit. Hopefully he doesn't plan on draw kiting. Yeah, here we go. Oh! Okay, that's points. Did we get any points for that? I feel like we got like nothing. Okay, Celestra attacks. We got no points. The goblins give like nothing. Holy shit. It's time to get them. The battle timer is not going to run out. It's not. There's no way. I mean, Skarsnik is over there. I could even send Celestra to try and speed things up. I'll send her after Skarsnik. I don't think I'll need all of them to kill the frickin' Ushaptis here. Alright, let's go ahead and engage. Can we taunt him yet? Not quite. Soon. This is a lot of points. This is a lot of points to get here. Celestra killing Skarsnik is also a little pretty. Let's go ahead and invo the Colossus. Taunt them as well. Let's keep them from kiting me here. I'm not sure why they're kiting. They don't really have much to do. Start shooting. Taunt should be in range here in a second. Just keep waddling after these guys. Send you guys up and over the top just to cut off that angle. Hopefully we can get there. Celestra can summon crabs too on top of Skarsnik, although it looks like he's like oh my god, Kepregard. Oh, he's getting more points. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, Ushapti Greatbows are dying here. Thankfully we have that sniper character, the Gunnery White, so you could just like sit and shoot. Oh my god, and the Colossus is like stuck on one model right there. It's so funny. Alright, we're getting close to striking distance here. No! Skarsnik is mine! Damn it, I needed those points. How's this going? This freaking circus here. I don't know why he's running. I don't know what he's hoping to accomplish. He might be able to get away here, we'll see. I might have to summon some gunnery mobs to head him off. Let's see what they're saying. Cetra serves the Goblin King. Okay, well, it looks like Skarsnik is destroyed here. Oh my god, the Colossus killed like one model after like 45 minutes of attempts. Let's Do this like so. Go halberds. Not sure if he's hiding in the trees or what. So this. Alright, so we're going after the Kepler Guard. Summoning a handgun mob. That'll give us some stopping power to shoot these things. And then we can taunt them too. Very good. Alright, Slaughter should be able to kill these guys, no problem. Although, maybe we just go for Skarsnik. Alright, we got those guys wrapped up. Those Night Goblins hopefully should break. The Great Bows are definitely giving us a bountiful amount of loot. Skarsnik is crumped. Let's go ahead and pop this. Good, he didn't get any points off us, really. Alright, very, very solid. Now we can go ahead and drop some Crabos here just to make sure we can kill the Kepler Guard quick. Oh man, is this going to be enough? We are so close to getting this. We need to kill these Kepler Guard. Oh my god, what a close game! The greenskins have just been going ham this game. Alright, we killed the dudes there. Now we need to just chase after them with everything we have. Come on! There must be some Night Goblins hiding in the map somewhere too. Okay. I think I got it. Skarsnik is shattered, so I don't think shattered units give any points. Looking around here, what do we have? So those little Night Goblins there. Good night, sweet kings. GG. Alright, let's see what happens here. These guys are crumbling. Do you get the same points for shatter as killing? I don't know. That's a good question. I think that's all he has left. I don't know where the rest of Fiery Marines units are. Hey, Dutchy, thank you for the donation 20 minutes ago for the singing of Celestra. Thanks for the great content. Have a nice Christmas. Hey, right back at you, man. I really think this is all he has. No, he's got something invisible too. Turn 1 shaman full HP. Bring him out. Bring him to do battle. Yeah, so he's got a shaman somewhere. I guess. Celestra awaits. Some sneaky. Yeah, you know what? The goblins might so FFA has much looser shattering or army losses. Yeah. Sure. All right, Fiery Slosh. She's waiting for you. All right, so guys, now we just gotta wait for the goblin to come fight us. I mean, I could scour the map, but thankfully he's not gonna make me do that for another 39 minutes trying to catch this goblin, which I eventually would because my units are faster, but oh my god, I'd have to do like a whole like grid searching system. Man, the Winds of Magic with Slaughter is pretty good. You got some pretty good shit this game. Yeah, so for anyone who's new to FFA, typically it takes much longer for your army to shatter in FFA. Much longer. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream today. It was certainly quite a bit of fun. This will be the final duel. The goblin, I have no idea where he is. I'm coming for the crab. Okay, he's letting out a big wah. Here we go, perfect. Here guys, the duel of duels! I don't need to heal Slostra. She's ready. Alright, goblin is debuffed. Oh! The bravest, the fiery marine with the bravest night goblin in the history of history. Come out wherever you are, yes. I know. For the Goblin King, hell yes. The Goblin King is proud. Skarsnik would be so proud of this little night goblin. Look at him just charging in there. Oh, he just barely won, holy shit. Holy shit. That was a really close one. Incredibly close FFA. Super fun also. Yeah, Slostra did great. So what I'm going to do is go through everyone's factions and see which units got the most. Slostra got huge value, 1,300, 1,400, but the Colossus, yeah, 21 and 29 Bombers didn't do that great. Probably should just cut them. Replace them with like hounds or something. But yeah, the 2 Colossus were my breadwinners. For the glorious Fiery Marine, 1700, 1200 on this little goblin. Not bad at all. Oh my god, it's so hard to tell. Wow, 1600 on this this Night Goblin too. It's really nice. 1600 on those archers, 1200, 1200, 1000. Holy shit. Fiery Marines Goblin Legion got so many points. Like each of these like little independent gobos just did so good. For the old one and his Boner Giant Legion, I love it. 24, not bad. Bone Giants 1900, 1700. They usually pay for themselves, honestly. But the Great Bows, man, 2200 on them. Really, really nice. Pretty cool army. And for your boy Matt, let's see what did best. Matt kind of got sandwiched, poor guy. He got like flanked by both of us. Somebody has to be. Yeah, definitely his golden, his knights, his horned ones were his best units. All right, guys, that is it for today. Thank you again for joining and checking out the Swiss League. We'll be back with Swiss League streams once or twice a week to show you the highlights, and also I'll probably do a recap video. Maybe like a podcast style, talking about like the meta and how the week's records went. So thank you again to all of you guys for joining. Thanks to Dutchy, Ivan, Dan, Kalendros, Joe, Thomas, Joker Psyche, Ephraim Va, Danamiter, Plessy, for all of your generous donations. Means a lot, guys. Thank you all. May the Swiss League continue. Great replays coming. I actually casted a best of 5 between Papa Palpatine from the Swiss League as a video, so you guys will be seeing that soon. And also, I'm doing a new series on my channel where I challenge people to best of 5s and play like tournament style best of 5s versus some of the people in the community you guys may recognize. And that will be going up on the channel as well. So far, I played one against Gabo Slayer, Hadries, Anticity, and there's certainly more to come. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you back soon. Take care, my friends, and stay safe, and happy holidays to all of you. Cheers, guys.